sometimes dead is better.
Welcome to Give Me Back My Horror Movies, the podcast. I don't know why I'm doing a vampire.
I don't either.
Dracula, dude.
Movie.
This
Yeah,
is
Also, it's
well,
my birthday. Why are
Yeah,
you in
well,
for
you
it?
Why
didn't
are
let
you
me
doing
finish. All right, let me finish, motherfucker. First off, I was going to say we have a birthday boy in the house
Oh, that's right. That's me.
again because he gets another birthday
yeah,
selection
it happens every year. About this
every
time.
year.
One of
I'm
each, guys. You guys
canceling
took
his
a whole
birthday
month.
next year.
What?
No, you
Oh.
guys get an entire month to yourselves. I get 2 picks.
That's because, like, if Pete and I were in a sleeping bag, we'd be in the same sleeping bag together.
Right.
What?
I have no idea. I just let him go.
What? Do you want to go, like, facing upward or, like, butts to butts?
Spoon. Spoon's the
Okay.
best way to go.
I like being a little spoon.
If we spoon
As long
enough,
as you
we
get
can fork
exploded
later
like
on.
in Prophecy.
There you go.
Now, you may have heard another voice just now. You're like, who's that? What? What's going on here? We have podcast Big Brother, the ones that we look up to, Corey from Podcasting After Dark. Say hello, Corey.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on. It's been a long time coming, and I gotta say on air, the feeling is mutual. I've been listening to you guys since the beginning, and I love you guys too. So you know,
you need to
I look to you
reassess
all
your
for-
life's your life's choices. I tell you.
I know,
Keep-
right?
keep
I think
stroking
we all
our
need to go back
ego.
in time.
Yes.
If only I could get that time back.
Get both hands
please,
around our
somebody.
ego and just stroke left and right.
Oh,
We need
Nate
it.
likes the stroking.
Oh, I love it.
His little leg is going like when you scratch his belly.
Yeah, that usually happens no matter what. You feed me cookies, it gets going. Which I did get the munch
cookies.
on Pete's
Are
wife
you gonna
Jody's cookies.
Did you just say you munched on my wife's cookies?
I did.
It's
And then I was
it's
like,
true. He
hey,
did it in front of me, actually.
I told
I'm
my
glad I'm on the
significant-
last episode of this podcast that'll ever
Yeah.
exist.
Then I went over to my significant other's place and went, hey, you need to try Jody's cookie. And then they proceeded to just tear into that
So
bag of cookies
Fawn put Jody's cookies in her mouth.
all over.
Oh my!
Yeah, we made a mess of them. So that's Pete. And then birthday boy, Charlie, say hello.
What is going on?
Happy birthday, Charlie!
Happy
Well,
birthday.
What happened? Yeah, happy birthday. Pete and I got to sit in and watch this movie together.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That I
Without you.
wanted to make sure happened without me. Jesus Christ. How many movies? We've actually watched more movies together this year than we ever have.
Yeah, it's been
So,
pretty
you
cool.
know,
Yeah, someone's actually been in Ohio a lot.
Well,
I
he's
know.
been doing
you know.
work up here. Heaven's sakes!
Corey, how far are you from Ohio?
I'm in Oregon, so I'm pretty far. But when I go home
that's
to
about as
visit,
far as you can get.
yeah, pretty
Yeah,
far.
that
but
is complete opposite end.
I am from Maryland, so I do make it back to the East Coast and a little bit closer to you guys at that point.
One of these
Yep.
days, I intend to visit Maryland.
Ah,
Yes,
have some
we
crab
got
cakes while
friends
you're
up
there.
there.
Oh, wait a minute. I have been in Maryland. Never mind. I'm thinking Maine. My bad. The other
Oh,
M1.
Maine.
I was getting ready
Maryland.
to say, weren't you in Baltimore not long ago?
Yeah, and I go to Baltimore again in May. Corey,
Yeah.
you
Go
going to be in
Ravens.
Baltimore in May? No, the hell with the Ravens.
Go Ravens!
Hey, you don't sports ball. What do you know about the Ravens?
I know that we have the Bengals and that we don't like the Ravens.
Oh, okay. That's
But
good.
we both do not like Pittsburgh Steelers, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
all that matters.
That's
yeah.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Mhm.
Steelers
That's
are
my
the
knowledge
worst.
of sports. Yeah. So, boys, what are we covering tonight?
I don't, you have totally derailed everything, Nate.
No, I haven't.
Just hand it over to Charlie.
Usually the birthday
Yeah,
guy
I
gets to
actually kind of
lead.
forgot that I was
Oh my God.
hosting. I was like, wait a minute, what's he talking about?
You
right
weren't.
before this.
I
Stop
did say
fighting
that.
children.
Well, he
Nate,
implied.
shut up. Let Charlie take the reins.
See, this is why I love this podcast. I can feel the love.
It's there.
And all this stays in, so it's totally fine. No, for
Deep in
my
there.
since we already did my action pick for my birthday, we covered Judge Dredd, and that's one of the reasons why I'm wondering why Nate thought he was leading, because he's still on my shit list right now. Because he
For not
didn't
liking Judge
Cor-
Dredd, yeah.
Corey, it hasn't come out yet. Corey, he didn't like Sylvester Stallone's Judge Dredd.
Oh my God, really?
at all.
It
At
didn't
all.
work out for me. I don't know why.
Well,
I
so
still
I
don't
haven't
know
had
why.
a chance. I haven't had a chance to listen to that yet because it's not out, and
Not
you
out.
It's
know,
not out yet.
internet and podcasting is all timey-wimey and everything. But I will say that as I've gotten older, I love Dread. Obviously, that movie's fantastic.
Yeah.
There's no
actually-
no
Yeah, no comparison. I actually
exactly.
like Judge Dredd, and it took me a while to admit it, to myself, let alone other people. But I was like, you know what? I don't think I hate that movie the way society wants me to hate it.
Right? This is exactly. We're nonconformists, you conformist, Nate.
I know I hate it for different reasons than other people's reasons for hating it.
You did have weird reasons, but anyway, so we had
Let's see.
covered Judge Dredd on my action, and I wanted to keep it in the universe of 2000 AD. Now, not everyone maybe even knows this, that Hardware, and I have to be careful how I say this because I don't want to make anyone mad. They borrowed a story from 2000 AD.
Mhm.
They lost the court case, so that means they admitted it, and now they have to put, a special thanks and, an extra writing credit. But this was a short story in one of the Dread annuals, I think it was 1980, called Shock, SHOK. And I was like, well, I'm going to, this is how often do you get a 2000 AD horror movie? And I'm definitely saying this is straight up a horror movie. There's
I'm gonna
not.
assume this is the only 2000 AD horror movie, right?
I don't. Now they
And
maybe have pulled
does
something from
Hardware
another.
Realize that it's a 2000 AD movie, even after losing the lawsuit, because
Yes.
even the American flag painted on Mark 13's face just like screams 2000
It's,
AD.
so we're gonna get into things, Nate. A, that's not an American flag. We'll explain later. And
What?
B, if you, I didn't have that issue. I guess because of this movie, it's now a popular issue. I did find it online and I read it and went, "Holy shit!" Yeah, it's
It's
it's the
word for
comic.
word. Yep.
Oh, down to the kitchen scene.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, really?
the comic. Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I've never read it. So like, is Moses in it? Like, do they actually use the names and everything?
They don't use the names, but there is a soldier that brings home a disassembled assassin robot that's been deactivated, because in the Judge Dredd universe, they had the ABC
Yeah.
robot,
Yep.
stuff. So there were others. He brings it to her. She's an artist. She does the head. She loves it. And it's literally, he dumps out a bag of parts. There it is. The hilarious thing, and it's just part of the 2000 AD, is she tells her vacuum, which is foreshadowing to a Roomba, but it's the old bag vacuum that we all knew growing up, the Oric
Yeah.
vacuums, and it vacuums up all of the robot parts into the bag and stores them. And then when the robot comes to life, it bursts out of the vacuum screaming, "I'm free!" and comes through the page.
I'm glad they dropped that.
I don't know. I'm missing it
Anything,
now.
that's the one thing I think the movie needed.
If they remake it, I want it to bust out of a Roomba. That's what I want right now. But yeah, it's the whole thing. It is trying to attack her. He's not in the apartment with her. She literally goes into the kitchen. She makes the realization it has infrared. She hides in the freezer, and she grabs a laser-powered bread knife to fight it off. And in the movie, she literally grabs that electric
That's
knife,
the one
the
thing
carving
we're
knife.
missing from the future is electric
Laser bread.
knife. Laser.
laser
I love
bread.
it.
So
I'm down for
AKA a
laser bread knife.
lightsaber.
I was gonna say, yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like a lightsaber, but like
when
for
you
bread.
look at it, that's kind of what she's like. It toasts and cuts at the same time. It's totally fine. So, so the publishers did sue the studio. They won. They got it, and now there has to be credits involved. So that's why I picked it, because I knew that's where it came from. That's the comic, and later on, I just did. I don't know if Richard Stanley's ever actually said, "My bad." You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Fair-
again, I don't know either. And I've never read the comic. As much as I love this movie, I'm kind of the mindset that I like to just discuss like what we see and like what's on screen. I'm not a big fan of talking about like, you know, what could have been and all this and that.
Oh,
Although,
yeah.
you know, it is interesting to sometimes discuss that kind of stuff. But I like to just talk about what we see. So for me, like any kind of behind the scenes stuff, I like to more hear like, you know, what was the idea behind this, and you know, what were the changes that he made, and
Right.
like originally he wanted Moses to be a bit more of a drug addict and all this kind of stuff. But then when he got Dylan McDermott, you know, he's like, oh, that guy's too chiseled, you know, so he had to kind of make him a
He's
little bit.
way too sexy. We need
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa!
sexy
No,
this character up.
no. If anything, if you were to ask an AI generated computer what does a pervert look like, it's gonna come up with a picture of Dylan McDermott.
No,
That guy
You
looks like a
can't
perv.
say that again. You've already used that line last
No,
year.
I haven't talked about an AI generated talking pervert.
This man won the 100 sexiest people on earth from one of these like high end like magazines.
Well, the
Like, this
magazine
dude's
was
been-
way wrong.
This dude's been a
This
sex
dude
symbol
looks
forever.
creepy as all get out.
But I mean, like, but you're also talking about a movie that has William Hoopkins as Link, who is the ultimate pervert. That if AI were to create a pervert, it would be Link.
That would be, but it would have the personality of Link, and he would look like Dylan McDermott.
Do you guys know who that is?
Touche.
Pete and Nate?
Yeah, Pete and I, we
Porkins.
realized it
We
was.
gave him a name.
Yeah,
It
it's
was Porkins.
no, it's Ron Jeremy and Steven Seagal combined.
Well, there's
They
that
had-
too.
They
Like
had
if
a
those
name.
two had a little love
So-
baby.
I know who
So
that
it's
actually
Ron Seagal.
is.
We called him Ron Seagal throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, Ron Seagal is a dirty perv.
He was also Eckhart in Batman '89.
He was. Yep.
Oh,
he was
wow.
the detective.
Hey, Eckhart, think about the
Yeah.
future.
So that we'll
Whoa.
get into Link. We haven't even got to play the trailer yet, but
Sorry.
I want to get this one out of the way because when I was watching this this weekend, and Corey, you just timed this perfectly because unfortunately, this movie was produced by the Weinstein Corporation. It was Miramax.
Oh, it shows.
There's a
Link.
lot of movies. That's going to be hard to get around anymore.
You
Yeah.
cannot tell me Link is not Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, it's
Oh, for
very
sure.
clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not hiding it. And then I read that the actress actually rebuked advances from him before this movie when she was cast
From
and she was
Harvey.
from Harvey, and
Yep,
she
makes sense.
blackballed. And I know if we could all go back and watch some of these movies, how many directors and people were actually telling us what was going on if we had just known.
Mhm.
Like seriously, there's so many people there's all these little like these nasty moves and some dude that is Blarvey Beinstein, they just don't say his name directly. There are so many clues where we should have been like, yeah, this dude was a piece
Well,
of shit.
even when we did The Burning and how that was written by the Weinsteins, and there's some very
Yeah.
perverted characters in that. And it's just like knowing what you
Glazer
know
effect.
now. Yes, the Glazer effect from the Evil Deaths podcast. It's
Mhm.
very clear where it's just like, God, it was right in front of our faces the whole time.
You write what you know. Isn't that
Yep,
what the
exactly.
saying is?
Yeah.
Which is why
Yeah.
I am writing a vampire erotica novel. Thank you,
yeah.
Pete, for the drop, for me
Yeah.
allowing to
Toss
talk
that-
about
toss that little-
myself.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time for a trailer. Let's get the hardware trailer in, guys, and then we'll just continue this.
We're in a time of throwaway technology.
I'll give you 30, 40, 50. And then you'd see it my way.
Only some of the stuff that gets thrown away isn't dead.
Mo?
Merry Christmas, baby. I got something else you like.
What is it?
It's asleep.
Fairwell Electronics presents its new model, the Mark 13. The Mark 13 is self-repairing, capable of recharging its storage batteries from just about any power grid, including the sun.
And when it wakes up, it'll become something entirely new.
I gotta see. It's important. Meet me in 1 hour.
A creature that combines the technology of a computer, the deceit of a human, and the killer instinct of a machine.
James, listen to me. This is serious. Jill is in trouble.
I didn't see anybody.
Get ready for an encounter with some seriously heavy metal. Get ready for hardware.
Man,
All
that
right.
song, they love that song. They paid a lot of money for that song, I bet.
Well, first of all, of course you're going to get Ministry for this type of movie. That just makes
Yeah.
sense that Al Jorgensen would
Why?
go
Why?
hand in
Of,
hand with
why?
this.
Of course, would you get Ministry? We had Iggy Pop and Lemmy in this
We did.
movie,
but-
and we didn't get their music.
Well, we got
got
Ace of
Motorhead.
Spades.
Did we get Motorhead?
is in
Yeah.
this. But
Yeah.
what pissed me off is we get a music video. I was like, "Is that Guar? That's Guar!"
It is Guar.
And I got all excited. I'm like, "Why are they playing Ministry over Guar?" And I was like,
'Cause
"What did
they-
Dave Brocky do?"
Because they paid for Ministry. Guar just happened to be on the television and they flipped the channel.
Also, like, this is 1990, so like, I don't know if Scumdogs of the Universe would have came out just yet. Like, this would have been just after that first Guar album. Guar had not taken off like
No,
they
this is
would
early
have
Guar.
a year later, I think. So
Well,
That
Nate
was
looks
probably
at
like-
me when that video came on. Nate looks over at me with this look like, "Well, what's happening? Stop! Make it stop!" It was,
no,
it
I
was
love
awesome.
Ministry. I absolutely adore
Ministry's
Ministry.
great.
And I
yeah.
looked at him like, I don't think the song and video match because that's definitely Guar.
I was
and
just confused. I was like, why are
that-
we doing a
doesn't sound like Guar.
welding montage to Ministry, but Guar music videos playing? You might as well have had like a George Bush commercial playing in the background as well, just to really rub it in your face that it's 1990.
Well,
I-
we also have Carl McCoy in the movie playing the Nomad Drifter, the Wasteland Drifter at the beginning. He's the lead singer for the Fields of Nephilim, and I don't think that there's actually any
I don't think
songs
there
by
is.
the Fields of Nephilim. And
Nope.
Richard Stanley apparently used to be or I think he's directed some of their music videos, which is
Oh,
why
very
he
cool.
got Carl McCoy to be in it.
Yeah.
But that's also weird that there's no Fields of the Nephilim songs in it.
Well, then,
Knowing
like-
what I know now, I just pick because I'm bad about this. Like I got real bad ADD at times that I'll have my television, I'll have a podcast on in my ear and something else going on. So I can only imagine she's working, listening to the radio, and the TV's on mute, but Guar's playing in the background. So that's
Maybe.
the only way I can make sense because I am
It's
that
the
way when I'm
ADHD.
working.
Well, yeah, as an artist, I would imagine sometimes you need that extra sensory to actually make everything quiet.
it
because
helps you
quiet
focus.
Is when
It's weird.
loud. Sometimes when you have ADD or ADHD.
I'm bad about that. Like I know for a long time I've talked about, what's Charlie watching in the shop. I have to have something
Yeah.
going on in the shop. Otherwise it's too quiet.
Yeah.
And my mind wanders, not so much what movie is this? What movie is, no, I'm going like, okay, I got to do this job. I got this going on in 3 weeks, but this happened last week. What do I do here? I put a movie on or I put a podcast in my ear, Podcasting After Dark, and I'm good. I can focus on what I got going on in
Exactly.
front of me.
Yeah.
Especially with
Charlie,
loud.
we have the same brain, buddy. I have headphones in pretty much all day long as I'm doing stuff, and the only thing I also edit pad, and I just wish I could actually listen to podcasts while I edit, but you can't.
I
Yeah,
tried.
all
You
you can
can't.
Don't do
I
that.
do
Don't do
turn the
that.
TV on
Yeah.
though and turn it down low,
Oh.
just so something's going on, around me. But
I almost
yeah, I'm
can't
bad
fall
about
asleep
that.
at night without putting a Godzilla movie on the television.
God,
And it's-
Lord, you're all
It's not because
psychopath to
Godzilla
me.
movies are boring to me. It's just like it's a big.
You
warm
like the
blanket.
sound of Japanese people screaming in terror to
I
fall
do.
asleep.
Yeah.
It's really
I
weird.
do.
Me?
You listen to death.
Ah.
You listen to death metal. So
No,
what's
I'm the
difference?
opposite. Like we joke that it's you run out of spoons, where it's like, nope, I'm at my mental capacity. So if we're in public or something like that, and I say I'm out of spoons, that means it is time to go home and hide
Oh.
underneath blankets because like
Oh wow.
I am like done. I cannot talk to people anymore.
That's
the,
cool. That's
the
good to
Nate
know.
Your
has
battery
officially,
is on
sharing that.
empty.
yeah, I have
Seriously.
drained. We need to throw on like a comfort movie
Mm-hmm.
or something to kind of get me back.
Well, there you go.
So-
You're throwing on a movie to get yourself back. It's not much
Right.
different than what we're saying.
Yeah,
We
but
use
it's
a
also
movie
like
to
covered in
focus us-
blankets and going, "Oh God, the world is scary."
My current
World's a big-
fall asleep TV show is Mary Tyler Moore. I'm going through
Oh,
that
Oh,
right now.
I
Wow.
love Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah,
she's
it's pretty
she's
awesome.
so pretty. Oh my
Yeah.
god, and so that show is so fucking funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ted Knight is so good in it.
Oh, he's so good.
Because I grew up watching, Too Close for Comfort and whatnot, and I never
Yeah.
watched the Mary Tyler Moore back in the day, and I was like, oh, this is where he's from. Okay, got it.
Is,
and he looks
is
exactly
that the one where
the
he
same.
was like a puppet artist, or he was an artist and he had a puppet or something?
Yeah, that was that
Is
one.
that
Yeah,
Too Close
yeah.
for Comfort.
Yep,
He had like a
yep.
lamb chops or something.
Yep.
Hey kids, ask your grandparents about lamb chops.
Yeah, and now this
Oh,
is
I
going to be
remember
the Too
Lamb
Close
Chop.
for Comfort podcast.
That's right. Give me back my way too far back nostalgia. Well, speaking of nostalgia and thinking of things back, so this is a first time watch for Nate and Pete.
Yes,
They had
okay.
not seen this movie.
Nope.
So Corey, I want to start with you, brother. What's your relationship with Hardware? Like the first time you watched it or something?
Probably my first time I even heard about it was Fangoria. So that's what kind of brought it to my attention. And I still remember to this day, it was a picture of Chief, cut in half. And I was like, oh my God, I got to see this. This looks amazing. And so I watched it pretty much right when it first came out. And I adore this movie. I absolutely love it. Me and like this other a guy that I'm friends with, but we became friends because of our mutual love for Hardware. Richard Stanley is one of my probably favorite auteurs of all time, and I know he can be. The whole situation now can be a bit problematic. So, take everything with a grain of salt in that regard. But like, I loved this movie as a kid. I watched it so much. And, as I'm getting older, I'm like, of course, like I see why it's a Corey movie. I love the aesthetic. I love the world building that it does. It does what I love about world building. And I think Fury Road has the best example of that, where they say things like "witness me," or when they're going faster, they say "fang it," and they give you all these like terms inside the world, but they give you no explanation on them. And I love that because it makes it feel like the world is living and breathing. Hardware, I think, is one of those movies where I feel like it's a living, breathing world. I feel like Richard Stanley he knew what was happening on every floor of that apartment complex. I feel like he knew what was happening around every corner. And for me, it just aesthetically and everything, it always hits me. And as I've gotten older, I actually love it more and more. I showed it to my wife for the first time before we interviewed Richard Stanley for Podcasting After Dark.
Mhm.
And I didn't know how it was going to land for her. And she actually really liked it. And I'm like,
Oh,
yes,
great.
yes, hardware rules. Zach didn't quite love it
We
though,
were
if I
meant
recall.
for each other.
No, I
Yeah,
listened to that episode today. Zach was not a fan.
No, and I mean, we recorded that episode. That was my second episode that I picked. The first one was heavy metal because I was like, I have to start with heavy metal. But if I didn't have heavy metal, I would have started Podcasting After Dark with Hardware just because of how important it is. But that was like almost 5 years ago, and I haven't listened to that episode since.
Also,
it was
less
episode
boobs
4.
bouncing in that.
Yes,
Yeah.
a lot less.
Way
boobs
less
bouncing.
boobs bouncing in Hardware.
Well, it's not. No.
Well, you know what? Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Charlie, what's your
There's a
history with
little
this
bit.
one?
So my history's kind of interesting. I know I've talked recently about there's this time frame of movies that came out, which was like late 80s, early 90s that just get me. The I Come in Pieces, the Split Seconds, Hardware. My introduction to this movie is kind of weird. My introduction to this movie came from another movie my dad brought home. My dad brought home Moontrap one day, and it is Walter Koenig, however you say his last name, and Bruce
Koenig,
Campbell.
yeah.
Koenig. See,
Yeah,
I
he's-
had 3
they're on
chances.
the
I still got it
moon.
wrong.
They're on
Yeah,
the
they're
moon,
they're
and
astronauts.
that was
that-
one of my first pair of tits that I ever ever seen.
Yeah.
they
She just
they
takes
get
her,
sent into
they get busy.
space, and
Chekhov
there's
gets it wet.
an
yeah.
alien that is taking parts of the ships and people together and creating these monstrosities. and it really grabbed me. Like it's going to be a movie we're going to cover one of these days eventually. But
See, I don't know this movie at all.
Yeah,
I
it's real
wanted,
obscure.
yeah.
Yeah, we covered it early on in Pad, and it's fun. I love that movie. Charlie, I think sometimes we have the same brain.
We're the same person, Corey. That's all there is to it.
Especially, I got to say, one of my favorite recent episodes you guys did was the Deep Star 6 one. And I'm just like, yeah, I love that movie. But yeah, I get it.
Son of a bitch.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, don't
Corey,
be sorry.
If you're the same person as Charlie, you got to work on that beard, dude.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Man. I'm
I know. I see you're
trying.
trying.
Yeah. So that movie just unlocked something in me where I was like, I love this. And I immediately went to the rental store and I went to where Moontrap was and I just looked for anything similar, reading the backs of movies, anything like that. And I found Hardware. Now I had one of the copies, thankfully, that actually showed the robot on the front of it on the VHS, not the weird cover. This movie also infuriates me on the VHS cover. Kind of damned this movie to obscurity a little bit because it's not grabbing like some movies are. It's kind of like our From Beyond, where that VHS cover just never told me to rent it.
Like the worst VHS cover
it's
ever.
the worst. I still consider it probably one of the worst.
It's not
Hardware had one that when you look at it, you're like, what's this? Even the DVD, which is the eye in the eyepiece, it tells you nothing about what the movie. It doesn't look like anything I want to turn over and look at the back. So thankfully this one had the robot on it and I rented this one. I was in. Like, I loved the aesthetics, the desert setting at the beginning. The Nomad grabbed me immediately at the beginning of this movie. And as a kid, I watched, and I probably wore the VHS out of this one forever. And then it went into obscurity for me because it technically didn't get released on DVD till like late 2000s, I think, like 08, 09, because it's tied up in who owns it.
Yeah.
And then finally it got on Blu-ray, and I still don't own it because it's over $100.
Oh, it's
Is
on
it?
Blu-ray. Something stupid.
Oh, it is. It's $120 on eBay. Corey, I know you have it.
Yeah, the Synapse put it out, or I think.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. That
No,
sucks. I hate it when they do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I know. I
and,
should have. I'll go. You know what? I'm gonna go back in time and I'll pick up another one and I'll send it to you.
Pick up another one. Yeah.
Pick up a couple. Thankfully, I had a buddy of mine that actually has this. He was able to get us, a rip for us to watch. And this is the time when I'm totally okay with people downloading something because it's unobtainium.
Well,
for
also
most
then
people.
the Weinsteins don't get your money, so.
Well,
and the
there
funny
is
thing
that.
is,
That's true.
I can confirm that Richard Stanley's also okay with that. And he said so when I was talking to him about Dust Devil. And I was like, there's no other way to sort of get it. He's like, just rip it. I don't care.
Right. I it's one of those things like it has to be really, really hard to get a hold of because it's not even on Tubi. I don't think Tubi's ever gotten this one. And Tubi gets everything. So
God bless Tubi.
This
Up
had
in
been
legal, just like Dogma
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
This one, I'm going. It sucks to say, but it's probably been 20 years since I had watched it. But I knew this movie. It's been stuck in my head because I watched it. So me and my buddy Ben would watch this. It was literally a horror movie with a machine in it, and it was just so badass. And it wasn't as campy as like Chopping Mall, which is my first horror movie. So I have a connection to robots and gore early on.
Did you ever
And
watch
so
Death Machine?
I have later. So okay,
Not.
Charlie has a list.
Oh,
Charlie
gosh.
sat down and went, man, there are a lot of movies I really like that involve robots and death. So we've already
And
covered
death.
Class of 1999. We had Spoils of Horror on. I love that movie. And that was a winner for everyone involved.
Oh,
We
yeah.
all loved it. And Nate tasked me with, man, I want to know if there's more movies out here like that. And I said, I know of some. I got some movies up my sleeve. Well, sprinkle them in and see what you think. This is one of the first ones since we've done that. The other one is Death Machine. That's number 3 on my list behind Hardware. Death Machine's awesome. Giant metal jaws chewing people. Oh,
Never
it's
seen
so
it, but I
good.
remember the poster, and it's funny. After we watched Hardware, I sent it in our Slack chat of like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
if anything, hardware reminded me that this movie exists, and I never got to see it. So now I'm curious to watch
Yeah.
Death Machine.
I saw that like Kino or somebody was supposed to like they announced that they were putting it out, but this was like a year and a half ago, and
And
then
I
it just
haven't
kind of
seen it yet.
it disappeared. If you guys ever get a chance on Instagram, I follow Dawn of the Discs, and they
Oh,
just
yeah.
kind of have
Yep.
they're that's my
Ooh.
only source for Blu-ray news.
What's coming?
Yep.
They just released something that's coming out the other day on Instagram.
Guyver.
That's right, the
Guyver.
Guyver's
Guyver's
getting
getting
a
a
Oh,
4K release.
Guyver. Wow.
Fuck. I just
I covered
I
that
just
a
had to
bunch of
cover that
years
on.
ago.
I just covered part 2 on Podcast After Dark as one of our Patreon picks.
Yeah.
We were not very kind to that movie.
Oh, you kidding me? Jeffrey Combs is in it.
No, Guyver
Yeah.
2. Guyver 2.
Guyver
Oh,
2.
Guyver 2. No, I listened to Guyver 2. I haven't seen Guyver 2 yet.
Guyver
Dark
2 is awesome
Entity
for
or
all the
whatever.
creatures they added to it, basically. You know, so
And for
But
David
all-
Hayter.
and for
Solid
David,
Snake.
yeah.
Oh,
So
now I'm in.
I had Moontrap on my list, and much to Nate's chagrin, Virus is also on this, which
You and these
lands
water
right in
movies.
these.
I have a soft
Um,
spot for that movie.
Screamers with Peter
You know
Weller.
I love that movie.
Yes. Saturn 3, which
Yeah,
I don't know if
Saturn
you
3.
two have you seen it? Pete?
Yep.
Know that.
Oh, Corey, you haven't seen Saturn 3.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, look that one up.
Okay.
Nemesis, obviously. I
Great
mean,
movie.
It's
Star
pretty
Trek?
much a term. It's a not Star Trek, Pete. Stop it. It's
Wait, doesn't that one have Tom Hardy?
yeah. Yeah.
Stop it. No. Nemesis is probably leans more to Terminator ripoff than anything, but and then some of my like honorable mentions, of course, would be like Chopping them all. Fortress surprisingly ties into this whole type of series. And
Yeah,
I also
Stuart
wrote
Gordon.
down Stuart Gordon. And I also wrote down Split Second because I know it's an alien / demon, but the feel of that movie, you might as well throw it into a big marathon of watching all of these.
I
because-
love Split Second so much. Words can't describe how much I love that movie, and most everyone else hates that film. And I can't get enough of it. And it's one of those things where I get why people don't like that movie. I totally get it. But for me, it hits everything that I used to draw that creature like all the time.
Well, it does the same thing this movie does. There's world building without
Yes.
beating me over the head with it.
Yep.
And I also bring that up because I was over on the Evil Deaths and we just covered Split Second this month. So make
Oh,
sure you go
did you?
check out that episode with the
That
Evil
means
Deaths.
I gotta
Yeah,
watch the
okay.
movie finally.
Or you just do like me and listen to
No,
episodes.
I don't like spoilers.
You know how many times I've listened to Corey on episodes, never watching the movie and then going, damn, that sounds awesome. And I go buy the movie.
no, it's
Nice.
like
Like
you're a
it's
psychopath.
reverse marketing for some
No.
reason. Oh, but yeah, so that's my history with it. I'll start out by saying once I watched it fully, I was like, man, this is going to be a 50-50. Nate was 50-50. Pete, I feel, is 60-40 on
Okay.
whether you guys actually enjoyed this movie. I had a feeling neither of you were going to be like in Class of 1999. I was like that was I started out high.
It's a very top
And I
tier there.
didn't mean to. I actually didn't even
Mm.
know I was going to have to compete to it until Nate's like, "What else you got?" Like, damn it, I went out too hard.
I'm just gonna straight up say I did not enjoy this movie whatsoever. I kind of fucking hate this.
2 for 2 on my birthday, you
Yeah,
asshole.
yeah, that's why your
Yeah,
birthday's
yeah, that's
canceled
rough,
next
Nate.
year.
Like the gore didn't even bring you back in. The
very, very minimalistic gore of two kills. That's it.
okay, you can say minimalistic with 2, but this is a lot of freaking gore for 2 kills.
I mean, it's
Like, Our dude
1.5.
Harvey Weinstein takes it pretty bad.
from what you could see.
I saw it all.
I
Like, every
mean-
bit
Saw
of
it
it.
all.
It's just I don't need a movie to like spoon feed me what's going on. But
It
for like
doesn't.
the
What
first
spoon feed?
25 minutes, it was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like
That's not spoon
are
feeding
these
when you
people?
say
no, that's what I'm saying. I don't need a movie to spoon feed me, but this one I felt like needed to give me a little bit of like what this world is. And then like by the time it was over, I had told Pete, I was like, this feels like commentary on technology is evil and will take over the world. And I was like, quite frankly, I just don't agree with that. And I don't care about the message to this movie at all.
From
Like,
the guy that brought Terminator 2, that's literally how to stop technology taking over the world.
Terminator 2 is really fucking cool. Hardware is not. I rest my case, Your Honor.
You are the worst lawyer on the planet right now.
Yeah,
No,
it's not
objection.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this was a painful watch. Like it just would not end. I hate Moe's. I hate Moe's
It's like
so
an
much.
hour and a half.
Yeah.
It would not
It was
end.
long.
It
hour
would
and a half.
not end. Every time I was like, is it over yet? And then it psyched me out, making me think it killed the main chick. I was like, don't kill your best character. She's your best character. Why are you going to do that? And then when she came back, and then you realize, oh, all they're going to do is if they apply these Mark 13s out in the world, they just got to wait for a rainy day and they're all done for.
No, that was the prototype. The rest of them are not going to have that flaw.
The
I
rest
feel
of them
like
are going to
why
wear
it was that
raincoats.
Yeah,
Right.
they're going to have
They're
the Go-Go Gadget umbrella.
Yeah. Johnny 5 had it. Why not?
Well,
I
that was
mean,
funny because I told Pete, I feel like this is if Johnny 5 went bad.
which is what Chopping Mall's about.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
No, that's what happens when you're friends with Steve Gutenberg for too long.
In Chopping Mall?
No,
No.
Johnny 5 going evil. That's
I-
what would happen if any of us had
Corey?
spent like 2 years with
This
Remember-
is ultimately the reason I invited you on.
To balance
Because
things out. Yeah, I know.
needed
know.
backup so bad because these two have brought some of the most painful movies for me to sit through. Yet when I'll be honest, this is probably the most artsy fucking movie you're ever going to get out of me because that's what it is.
Even
This is-
saying it's artsy feels like a stretch.
Tell me it's not. Tell me it's not Richard Stanley really just trying
it
to
just
build
feels
this
like
universe.
a guy trying to tell you that technology's bad. And it's like, but it's not, bro. It's here to help.
It's his first movie. And did you see what the budget was for this movie?
It had to be minuscule, and
Yeah, it had to be like next to none.
1.5 million.
holy
That's
shit,
it.
that's
Yeah, because the whole
astounding.
apartment complex is in like not a studio, but this old train station essentially.
Yeah.
Like that's all there and everything. So yeah, they kept it kind of minimal there. But like as far as the world building goes, one things I do love to just balance out the love hate for this.
Please.
Sure, yeah, go for it.
One of the things that I do love, and I never picked up on it. I was watching the making of or whatever, the documentary on the Blu-ray, and
Which is
Richard
why you gotta
Stanley.
get the Blu-ray.
I know,
Really
I know.
need
He
to-
talks about the fact
You really need to
that
think about your life choices here. This
Slap.
the things you're wasting your time on.
Stop it.
Yeah, the things you're wasting your money on at that point.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I
sorry.
would spend $100 on this
Continue,
Blu-ray. I would. If
I-
I didn't already have it, I would spend $100 on it. But
I
love
already I have it in my cart right now. Shut up, you two. Let Corey talk.
one of the things that I never picked up on when I was younger. He said, like, instead of Terminator, where the machines kind of have taken over sort of arbitrarily without us doing anything about it, he's like, this is a world where everyone voted on all of this stuff to happen. Like the
Yeah.
society kind of okayed all of this as it went along. And I never picked up on that when I was younger. And that kind of did give me a little bit of a new perspective on it upon, adult rewatches versus when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, it's
Well,
like
it's
they're
all-
in.
And Nate's like, that doesn't change how much I hate
No,
this movie.
I feel like the
Right,
movie. They're in the Wall-E universe where everything is a junkyard,
Yeah.
which I do like. I mean, I like the set designs.
Tell me
of
that's
everything.
not going to be accurate. Tell me we have so much
Ugh.
shit in this world that Oblivion is a live action Wall-E, by the way, if you've never seen it. With
As
Tom-
I look
Tom
around
Cruise.
my office, just covered in shit on the ground right now.
So
Yeah.
don't tell me that this is
But-
like there's going to be
No,
like
I
a
was
nuclear
fine with-
wasteland and then all our shit in one
I was
place.
fine with the aesthetic. I mean, the movie feels like a junkyard. I think the robot looks great, especially when he gets the paint job.
The
I
robot
love the
is
robot.
bitching.
Yeah, the robot's really cool, even if water's the thing that takes him out.
It's electricity, dude.
It's a-
It's how he
it's a
defeated
fault.
Electro and
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
you know, like that's the one thing he should be like. Step 1, we're gonna build a robot. Step 2, we're gonna make him waterproof.
They
I feel
tried,
like
but
that's
you
how
know,
it should go.
hey, they went with the cheapest bid, as they always do with
Yes,
the
yes,
government.
the government contract.
Plastic,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah. I think
See?
that's pretty accurate. I think
It is. It still happens. Did you see the airplane that the door flew off of the other day?
It's still
Tell
happening
me-
today.
That's
Tell me
great.
water's not going to take out the assassin robots later. Okay, that is the most accurate
I guess-
prophetic thing he put.
For
That's
me,
hilarious.
like, I thought this was going to be about a robot terrorizing an entire apartment complex, not
no.
a studio apartment.
I never set you
So-
up for that, though. I mean, I don't know
No,
where
that's
you
what
got.
I thought the movie was
Okay.
going into it from my knowledge of it. And when I realized that wasn't it, I was like, oh, this is just kind of lame for me. Like,
This is those type of movies that, even though it's not really a one setting movie, it's everything that's happening is one setting. They're in
Yeah.
her apartment. You do have the outdoor shots, which thank God I
Yeah.
do love. I'm not going to sit here and go, this movie is flawless. That'd be bullshit. And everyone would know I'm bullshit. What I'm saying is somehow this movie grabbed me as a kid, and I love it.
which
like,
surprises
seriously,
me
with-
because if I was as a kid after 30 minutes, I probably would have turned it off and went outside. I
God,
would have been
no,
like,
dude.
I'm going to go throw sticks at stuff.
Yeah, but
It
that
was-
score, that driving score that kind of happens throughout the whole movie. I mean, this is what you want, this is what you get.
Yeah.
I have that on my playlist. Like, I still listen to that. I love that song, and apparently they would be playing that all during the production and everything. So that's kind of permeates the entire, movie. But
It's
I'm
there. Yeah.
but at the same time, I mean, Nate and Pete, I do have a friend that I grew up watching all these movies with, and that was the same friend that didn't like Split Second, didn't like Hardware that much. It wasn't Zach, it was my buddy Luke. And I that's when I kind of realized when I was younger, I was like, okay, I think there's just some Corey movies out there. Like this one's
Oh,
made
sure.
for me. It's not made for Luke,
Well,
type of thing.
Yeah, that's why this is a Charlie birthday pick. It's exactly like that. I mean,
Mhm.
it was good. This was literally a shot in the dark, and it wasn't my first pick, but I wanted this through line. That was my choice.
No, I
to
think
go
that's a
with this,
very clever thing to do.
this through line. Now, as a kid, it even worked for me because it was the anticipation of knowing the robot's going to come to life, knowing this movie's rated R for some reason, that this thing is getting ready to happen. And it kind of confuses me at times. I mean, and it doesn't, but you guys have gotten on me about a lot of these movies I've picked, like Steel Dawn, obviously I figured was going to get brought up because there's a fucking desert in this movie, but it takes a while to get to things. Go back and watch the first Nightmare on Elm Street. It takes a while before things actually start to happen.
No, that's like
Then
horror
you don't-
perfection.
Then you don't see anything till towards the end of the movie as far as the actual villain and stuff like that. And so I don't need everything right up front on a movie for me to enjoy it. I love to build the anticipation. As Corey said, this world building, I'm immersed in it. Like, I'm imagining everything else that's going on in this small city. It's like, what has caused this? And as an adult, like with Corey, I had zero concept that this was a robot designed to keep the population controlled. Like, never crossed my mind when I was a kid. Now I watch it going, oh shit. Okay, this thing was designed to help basically eliminate the breeders for the most part.
Yeah.
Or if you didn't adhere to the rules, this was the ultimate thing we would send after you. Especially the dick drill it has for the most part.
Yeah,
is-
dude, what's up with that? The dick drill's got to go.
Nope.
Oh my
That
god,
dick drill stays because it's there to scramble the
Oh.
eggs.
that is
And
Oh,
so stupid.
jeez.
It's so dumb. I hate
And
it so
everything
much.
else that exits that part of her body,
right. You
Yeah.
eliminate where the problem comes from.
Like,
just shoot her in the
I
head.
thought- yeah, I thought
I
Moses
mean, that-
was completely worthless. Shades is a terrible character who
No,
does
Shades
nothing.
is the best.
Oh, Shades is awful. Who does nothing to help anyone.
Shades on drugs.
high.
Give the
He's
man
high.
a break.
The worst.
Yeah, let the man take his ecstasy or mushrooms or whatever he's
Whatever
doing.
the hell that was, right?
Jesus,
Yeah.
Nancy Reagan, give Shades a little bit of a break
No,
here.
that was
Good
so
God.
good. And then, I love that Moses is like, I'll never let you go, baby. I'll always be there for you. I'm sorry I left you, baby. And then, she is on the wire hanging for life. He's like, I can't help you. You're on your own. Sorry.
It's true.
Because they would electrocute each other. Do you not
He's
know
got
how
no-
he was not
making
grounding
it.
works?
He was like, nah, can't do it. Sorry.
He couldn't without
No,
killing them
He
both.
did Titanic where he's like, sorry, you're not allowed on this door. You gotta stay in the water.
He actually has
Wow.
a metal hand, and it's
Yeah.
electrocuted. He gives you the
Even
reason.
that
It's like, you're not
stupid-
grounded. I can't touch you. If I do it, we're dead.
Get Shades
Right.
if he wasn't fucking worthless to go do it. Or everyone else, they brought a barrage of people in to shoot at the damn robot. And then after they shoot the robot, don't kill it. Everyone goes, I'm going to go next door.
Right.
Well, they shot it out the window. They thought it was dead. And then
And
she
everybody
gets
leaves.
drug out
Hey, it's not
and
my fault you don't double tap the robot.
double tap. Hell, how many rounds did they unload into
No,
it?
if you think you killed the robot, you go and make damn sure that robot's dead.
It blew up, caught on fire, shot with a shotgun, handguns,
Look, if
a
you're going to
50
celebrate
cal.
early, you deserve to die.
I don't believe it was celebrating early, honestly.
I believe it was.
You don't fuck with Mo, Nate. You don't fuck with Mo. Come on,
No,
man.
all you got to do is give him 2 little shots and he dies.
Well,
Of the drug that kills people.
Yeah. But also the background, what was really cool is Pete pointed this out. It was the Troma logo.
Oh, was it?
The
Really?
cityscape, every time
the
I went to the city,
cityscape,
that
every-
red and
Nope.
black cityscape, it looked like the Troma logo.
Yeah.
Oh, the Cityscape Troma logo. Okay. I was like, did they literally have like a neon sign
No,
that said
no, no,
Troma
no,
in the
no, no,
background?
this-
That would have been awesome.
This was just something that made me laugh as we were watching. I'm like, hey, look, it's the Troma logo.
Now, I'm not going to sit idly by and have anyone say anything negative about Mo's death, because I think that is one of the best death scenes ever filmed. It actually has meaning to it. Like, I've
I
seen
was
so
so
many...
happy to see him bite
Oh
it.
my God. I've seen so many horrible death scenes where the person's like, and then they just like, kind of fall over or whatever. This is like a 10-minute drawn out death scene that I think is absolutely amazing. He has poison going through his veins. Like this is poison to kill you. And it's also to make you like enjoy
Feel
death
ecstasy.
as you're
Yeah,
dying.
you're supposed to feel good as you die that they set
Yeah.
up. So he's in a euphoric state.
Yeah.
I'm Southern. Shut up.
Charlie's a furry.
Oh God, no.
But it's
I'm
not
sorry.
like
I'm sorry if I just ostracized all of our furry listeners. My bad.
But it's not like Mo has like an antitoxin in him. Like if
Furry
they were like,
listeners,
oh,
give Nate a
all
call.
military guys have this antitoxin in them. No, he's just a normal dude, and he's been kicked out of the military.
That would
Don't hate
have
on
been
Mo in his robotic hand.
that would have been the canon
got
version.
kicked out of
That
the
he would have got a
military?
knock. Yeah, he got fired. He had to tell her. He goes, I got fired. That's
I didn't
he's
believe
been
shit he said.
he's been going out because even though I know there's a character called a nomad, he's nomadic. And he's been going out trying to gather money. Like if you're in the military, you're not selling parts for 10 credits at the beginning of the movie. So he's trying to gather up money, and he's not told her.
He's not good with money because he
No,
buys
he's
the
not.
helmet for $50 and he sells all his shit for $10.
To be fair, he got the whole robot for 50. He only sold. I
He
know it's
deserved this death. All right, he's bad
No,
at
he didn't.
business. Like he's a terrible
It's real
boyfriend.
bad.
He's not a good friend. He doesn't do good at protecting his dealer.
Yeah, well, that's actually funny. I mean, everything Nate is saying is actually, I think, accurate. He's not a good
that's
person.
the bitch of it. Yeah,
You're not. That's the funny thing is you're not wrong, but I don't say that those things make him deserving of death. Basically.
Oh no, trust me. I have a long list where I'm like, you know what? If you take too long at self-checkout line, you might deserve to die. Like it's a really long list for me.
I'm with you. I'm the people that stop and talk in doorways and everything.
Yeah.
Those people also deserve to die.
They don't
I hate
deserve to
that.
die. They deserve to lose their right to vote. Like I'm
Yeah.
out. If you spit gum out on the ground instead of throwing it in a
Oh.
wastebasket, you probably
For
deserve to
reals.
die or lose your right to vote, or you deserve an unwanted pregnancy that's now going to put you in financial
Oh.
turmoil.
Preferably, your right to procreate has been taken away from you. Just
No,
So
no,
it
no.
sounds
no.
like you
You're
guys
dealt
are
with
the
a financial burden's what I want on you.
these two are the government that has taken over, right?
that we
Corey?
voted into. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
You're gonna vote us in.
Now,
They're
I'm
going for the
surprised,
popular
Nate and Pete, you guys didn't bring up the fact that yes, the Mark 13 is not waterproof, but yet Mo's hand is. So clearly they
we
have
were
like
trying to figure out if it was a robot hand or not.
Yeah, I
it's
think
what-
We were
it's
trying to
supposed to
figure
be.
out if it was robot hand or if it was a glove that just looks cool.
There's
'Cause he's the
there's
type of guy that
hoses.
carry a boot knife. So he would be the type of guy to wear gloves to think they look cool.
There's like hoses going like
Yeah.
into his skin that you
Yeah.
can see.
We were
I
very
think it's supposed to be
concerned
a
for that
robot
young
hand.
woman's boobs while he
Yeah.
was grabbing onto them in their.
Yeah, we were afraid
delightful
that they were
naked
going to get like
scene.
deflated.
Yeah, I was like, careful.
You
Because I
guys,
remember Army of Darkness, Ash had a problem with. He had to readjust that
no,
hand. He crushed that chalice. Yeah, you don't wanna
Leslie
do that.
Nielsen in Three Ninjas or Surf Ninjas with the robot hand, and he grabs himself in the nuts because he can't control it, and he squeezes his own nuts. That's
Wasn't
the
that because
image.
you needed
There's
a
a
Game
movie I
Gear
haven't
to
seen.
control?
And it's because it got wet. Oh, well, my how the turntable turns.
No,
my-
that's my whole point. Is if you're going to be a robot, make sure your thing's waterproof.
I do have a complaint about the shower scene, and I swear to God, Hollywood, if you can't figure out how to make someone look dirty for real and not like the dirt's been painted on your body,
Dude,
just stop making them look dirty.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned that to Nate. Like, that guy is so dirty.
It's
that
fake.
It's not even coming off. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so badly done that
Yeah.
it's because I'm like, I get dirty at work sometimes. I work on a car once in a while. I drive a diesel. I look at
doesn't
it,
get
I get dirty, and I'm just like, that is fake dirty, and I don't like that at all.
And he's been wearing a coat and pants the whole time, and his chest and back are filthy dirty. Like, that just
Yeah.
doesn't. Nothing.
Well, it's
nothing adds
because
up.
they're in a super desert that's radiated or
I
something.
guess.
Yeah,
It's the
and Lemmy has to take you
apocalypse.
across the sea of sticks to get back to the city.
Yeah.
This is
How
true.
awesome though is it that Lemmy's in the movie? Though?
Oh,
I
it
mean,
was
were you
shocking.
really
It was
expect-
awesome.
Well, and Iggy
Nate-
Pop is the one that's the shock jock on the radio
Yeah,
and
he's
everything.
with
so-
Angry
with
Bob.
Yep,
the
Angry Bob.
industrial dick.
Oh yeah, he does. It was very clear it was Iggy Pop straight away. Like, oh yeah.
There's
he-
been a joke.
Wow,
They were
he
like,
played
"Was
his
Iggy Pop doing a voice?" Nope, that's
Nope,
literally just
that's
Iggy
Iggy
Pop.
Pop.
Just-
I would have much rather had Iggy Pop play Shades or something, not just have a voice.
Oh,
for it.
Iggy Pop playing Shades.
well,
That would have been sweet.
there was someone
Christopher
Richard
Walken playing Shades?
Stanley wanted to play Shades, and it was Jeffrey Combs.
Oh,
But
that would have been dope.
it was something to do with Jeffrey Combs being in Britain
enough
or
not to be in
something
this
like
movie?
that. That Weinstein,
I heard that. Pete.
Miramax. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
Jeffrey
go-
Combs can actually read. Dylan McDermott, not so sure.
Let's go through Jeffrey Combs' filmography, okay? We'll see if there's some stinkers
Oh,
in that.
glorious
filmography.
bloodbaths galore, man.
There's a bloodbath in this fucking movie. I don't
Mm.
understand.
I mean, it's more of a blood puddle, not so much a bath.
He beats the dude's head to a bloody pulp on
Oh
the
yeah,
floor.
yeah.
That was the whole Iron Man punching the Hulk. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. That's the robot Mark III just bouncing in head off of the floor.
I told because the gal underneath their room
Oh, that was funny.
was beaten with
Yeah.
a broom, and I'm like, Nate, let's hope that this blood seeps to the floor, drips on her face. Also, that same woman was across the alley in another apartment at the end of the movie.
Yes, and then she was under the apartment. Made no sense.
Right. It
Across the where do you
The,
mean?
Yes.
the
When?
camera showed
When-
her across
when-
originally.
when
Oh.
the redhead swings and smashes through the window.
Yeah.
That's across the alley, right?
That's
No, it's
underneath
not.
the. That's underneath
That's
the apartment.
underneath.
That's the apartment where the lady was hitting the broomstick because she
The
swings
wire-
and swings back in basically.
The
They
wire
were
broke.
looking at what was going on from across
Yeah.
the alley.
No, she swings in on. She's the under neighbor. So
Yeah,
right.
the cable broke on the other building, and she diehards through
Into-
the window.
Into the
on
lady
this-
underneath, essentially,
Yeah.
and then all she has to do is basically go back upstairs. You know,
Right. It's all the same
That was-
building that they swung
Pete and
into.
I were very confused. when
Both
watching
Nate and I were like,
Yeah,
Why
because we're like,
did
wait,
she
why is
swing
she
across
across
the
the
alley?
it's the same family they've shown us twice before.
maybe
yes,
if
but-
Charlie and I were there watching it with you
but
guys,
when
we
they
could turn this thing
starting to
around.
question
but when that
this.
cable breaks, she swings.
Yeah.
And both Nate and I thought she swung across
So-
the alley to the other building.
She's
Because
out.
they're even looking out of the window, aren't they?
No,
At what's going
they're-
on.
They're sitting at dinner
Ah.
when the window broke because she lands on the dinner table. they're around the table when it broke.
Yes, she
She's
does.
out on the
That
cable
dim
a
sum
little
is
bit,
trash.
and it breaks from the other end of the cable. So she has slid down it because it's only one floor. It's not that far. She has come down the cable as she falls and falls through the window backwards. So
Okay.
it's
Man,
boom, like
you've seen
this.
this more than I have. I
Yep.
completely
Oh,
believe
God.
you,
Now,
but
also,
it did
20
not
plus times.
translate for Nate and I. 'Cause
Pete
we're
and I
there yelling
also
at the TV.
thought that was Michelle Yao at first, and we were
Well,
like,
for a hot second, I thought
for a
"Is it Michelle
second,
Yao?"
and then we
did the math,
realized
and we
that
were like,
the timeline didn't make
no,
sense.
not-
I
And
was
that-
going to say, good Lord, how low do you think Michelle Yao is?
Well,
'Cause
that
I
also
love
might
me
have
some
been
Michelle
racism
Yao.
on our part, being
Well, that was
dumb
a
and
little-
thinking
that might have
that.
been a little racism.
Yeah,
on our
it might have been, and that's us. That's
some
our
hot
stupidity.
old Asian gal. Yeah,
Yeah,
that might
I
have
was
been a little
very
racism
excited
on our
thinking
part.
it was Michelle Yao, and
You both.
yeah,
I
and they
love
were
the
like,
hell
"Well,
out of
maybe
her.
it's because she has the same ponytail," and I don't think we were really helping our case out at all.
No.
No, you're not at all.
No.
I
Charlie
believe
is crestfallen right now.
I am. I'm sitting here going, well, we've way blown past a commercial, and I think it's time for us to play a commercial.
Don't
Please
worry,
do
baby,
commercial.
I'll save you.
God,
I haven't
shut up.
said. You haven't even asked me what I thought about the movie.
I know. Why hasn't Pete got to talk about what he likes?
Because you don't shut up.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Nate's Mr. Interrupter. Don't think I didn't listen.
Don't go away. It could be a grave mistake.
Hi, friends. The world got you down. Don't be sad. Listen to $2 Late Fee with Zach and Dustin.
$2 Late Fee is the podcast that celebrates the best decade of entertainment, the 1980s. We pick a movie and soundtrack from our youth that we loved and see if it holds up today. We also interview your favorite celebrities from that era.
All in the spirit of positivity and togetherness. Check us out at $2latefee.com.
Don't let the commercials bug you. We're back.
Awesome.
So back to bashing hardware.
Yes, back to bashing hardware.
Oh, did we play the commercials?
Pete, you have the floor.
I'm sorry. What?
Who's driving?
Yeah, Your Honor, my witness would like to testify.
I only take direction from Charlie.
Pete, I know we kind of glossed past you because I honestly kind of lumped you in with Nate. I figured you were just going to be
okay.
rah, fuck hardware. But
No.
I will give you the floor. Pete, what did
So
since
let
there
me
is
tell
no
you-
history with it,
Let me tell you
what's
my
your thoughts?
history with hardware. Okay, here's my history with hardware.
Yesterday.
Y'all told me we're gonna cover this. I'm like, okay, so what do I got to do to watch? Okay, so I need to watch the Richard Stanley documentary from the Island of Dr. Moreau. Okay, so
Yep.
I watched that.
Good
And then I
documentary.
listened to Corey's Podcasting After Dark's interview with the man Richard Stanley.
Thank you.
So yeah, so I listened to that, and then what was maybe I just watched the movie after that. So there's a couple of YouTube videos that I watched online about hardware. I'm like, okay, so I think I'm prepared for this, and I think I'm kind of excited about this. This sounds like it's an underrated horror movie from the 90s. I like those, and then I watch it. And then we have a good solid 20 minutes of the fuck is going on here. And I'm pretty sure Nate and I went 2 or 3 times to each other. Hey, do you know what's going on here? I don't know. I mean, people are doing stuff, right? Yeah, people are doing stuff. Do we have a plot yet? We don't got a plot yet. So we don't got a plot yet. Okay. All right. So we finally get a plot when the junk is delivered to the gal. And as soon as he dumps out all that junk, I'm like, Nate, this is going to Christine into a monster, isn't it? And Nate's like, yeah, it's going to do
Yes,
that.
yes,
isn't
it is.
So, okay,
Yes.
so all right. So sure enough, it Christine's into a monster. And then things happen and the boyfriend leaves. And we did get a nice pair of boobs. Thank you, movie.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I gotta watch this gives me several points towards the movie, because if I gotta sit through something like this, I better get some boobs. And they were delightful, by the way. Thank you so much, movie.
Jill is gorgeous. She's a badass. She's
Yeah.
awesome as hell.
Yeah.
She can build shit. She's artistic. She's got a cool apartment, and she's all around awesome.
She's
been
awesome.
on Seinfeld.
Was she?
Yeah.
Every once in a while, she looked at the camera, and I was like, "Redhead Denise Richards."
Yeah, she has very
see that.
striking eyes.
I can see that. I can
Yes.
see that.
I can,
Yeah,
I
her
can see
eyes.
that.
Her eyes are so like they're huge, in compared to the rest of her face. It was wonderful. She was lovely.
Yeah.
Now I forget where I left off.
Hot girl.
Sure. So the robot becomes sentient and chases her around a 4-room apartment. Not so suspenseful because there's only 4 rooms.
It's
It's very
outside
big.
most of the movie.
I'm sorry.
The robot's outside of the apartment most of the movie. It's outside the window.
I thought it was inside.
No,
It built itself indoors.
it built itself indoors. It tried to kill her. When it disappears, it's outside the apartment building.
Yeah, that's when
Right, and that's
it gets
why it
linked.
comes in and
Yeah.
kills
So,
Porkins.
Ron
Seagal.
Seagal.
What tells you it's been outside the whole time is when Link, piece of shit's looking through the camera, watching everything happen,
Mhm.
and
And
its
it looks at
face
him,
pops
yeah.
up. It's not behind the blinds or the windows. It is outside of the apartment looking at him.
Was
And
it
is
not
out there
raining
the-
outside?
No, it doesn't
Okay.
rain in the movie. They
I
make
thought
a
it was
comment
raining.
about that. No, they literally go, "God, I wish it would rain," because Moe's saying he's dreaming of rain.
And then
And-
Brandon Lee came in and said it can't rain all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the way better version.
So anyway, yeah, robot's outside most of the time. Link's in the apartment with her till he kills Link.
And anyway, it does pick up toward the end. There's a lot of weirdness, like when she talks to the robot on
Yeah,
the
she hacked it.
keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, she hacks it.
That's to me. I'll admit that one. That's a
I-
bit of a stretch for me.
I wasn't keen on that
No,
one.
the stretch is how friendly and tolerant she is to the pervert Ron Seagal.
She's holding a blowtorch, and she should have burnt his face the moment he walked in.
The
'Cause
moment
that
he started
motherfucker
talking,
smelled of Weinstein the moment he walked in that door. And Nate and I are both yelling at the screen like, "Fucking burn him right now! Burn!
Yeah.
Burn him! Burn
when
him!"
Pete and I were both like, when he put on the glove, we're like, ew, why does that make it worse?
Yeah.
Ew,
Oh, he's
the
so gross.
latex
He's
glove
so
is so gross.
Especially like in his apartment, you see there's like girls' panties on the wall that you can tell are like
and shoes
trophies.
and baby's shoes.
Yes, yeah.
Like there
No,
are
it's dark.
child-sized shoes.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's dark.
This is-
Ah.
Frankly,
let me tell you,
I'm
that-
down with that. That makes
Exactly.
that character very, very cool. That makes
It
it
makes when his
it's
death.
problematic for sure.
I
but-
get it. I
but,
get it.
But it does layer. It does put a nice chocolate layer on this
Yeah.
world.
Don't use chocolate. Oh, not the Hershey Highway. No, no,
Ugh.
no.
He says
No,
that.
he says it. That's why I said
I
that.
know.
No,
And that's
don't do
exactly
that.
what I
There's
said.
so many gross things.
Oh,
and his
God,
little
no.
song, his wibbly wobbly eyes or whatever.
He is
You're just
so
like,
disgusting.
please let this man be the first one to die.
Jackie
And he was.
cheered
And-
when he
and he-
died. She
he
was like,
died-
"Thank
he died
God he
gloriously.
died."
It-
Oh, that's what
he's-
makes it.
Yeah.
You know, we've bitched about other movies where it's like I didn't feel anything, like I have no connection, good or bad.
Mm.
I want to feel something. This dude, you want him to die the most horrific, painfully way possible.
Sticks
And
out
by
his
God, I
tongue.
think they
Pretty
do.
sure he did. Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
it gouges his eyes out. Like it
Mhm.
just claws his face. It runs its dick gun through his chest so he gets
Ugh.
drilled. And he bounces the head off of the floor like 20 times.
Well,
It
and,
is
and also
so
like in
good.
in William Hootkin's, defense as an actor, I still don't see Porkins like in him.
I
And then
don't.
he was in Dust Devil afterwards with Richard Stanley, and he's got like the stubbled beard, and he looks normal. And then you see him in
Yeah.
as Eckhart, and you're like, okay, we still he looks sleazy, but he kind of still looks normal. He should never shave. Like he just looks
No,
grotesque.
he needs
shaven.
that beard. He's got that
Yeah.
weird shaved face. But they did it well. And that's that scene where he and her are face to face side profile. He is the most disgusting, slimy piece of garbage. And then he licks her freaking nose. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
that's
my
when
God.
she should have went off. We know she's a very smart well capable character. The fact that he was able to lick her nose and get away with it's like, no, God, no.
I didn't have a
Well,
problem
question
with any
to
of that. I didn't have a problem with how wet everyone looked. Didn't have a problem with any of that.
No, it's hot.
Right.
You know, it's,
And
as I said, it's
Corey,
like
you
100
have
something
your
degrees.
question.
Well, if I
Dorothy.
understand things correctly, I think age-wise, I'm in between you and Charlie.
Probably,
Did this not pop up on your radar at all when back in the day?
Ever. I have never heard this movie at all. I heard this movie that Charlie wanted to watch it, so I went out and I rented Hardware Wars. And I watched Hardware Wars, and I was delighted how ridiculous that was. I'm like, we're gonna watch
the
it.
movie.
This is gonna be so much fun because this is a really stupid. And he's like, no, Hardware, 1989 or 91,
1990.
whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. So no, this one never came up. I don't ever remember this in the video store. So it must not. I mean, you guys said that wasn't a very memorable video VCR.
There
cover.
were
And
some that had a non-memorable.
Let me tell you how important that artwork was back in the 80s and 90s to have a video cover to draw you in to grab the tape and flip it over, just like you said, Charlie. I think that's what you.
That's what I said.
Flip it over and read the synopsis. Like, that's interesting. And I don't want to pull the old man group, but man, that was a legit thing back in the day. What am I going to watch? I'm going to walk into a Blockbuster or your local video store. I'm looking at this cover. This looks awesome. I'm looking at Demon Wind.
Like they needed one. They needed one like they did those like Italian movies. Like
they should have.
Like that scene's not even in the movie, but it's like one of the most badass posters you've ever seen.
Right.
One of my favorites is Clint Eastwood's The Gauntlet. The cover of that one where he looks like a freaking Frank Frazetta cover. His shirt's ripped. He's got a freaking 18-pack. There's a hot girl with clothes ripped off of her. None of that's in the movie at all.
My favorite VHS cover was DEFCON 4, and that movie's trash, but the cover still one of my favorite movie posters of all time.
Yeah.
We got to do that again, guys. We
should.
We did a top 5 VHS covers.
That was a lot of fun.
Oh man, that was a good time. That was on Tubi, or not Tubi. Sorry,
no, we did on YouTube.
Yeah, this one I've always wanted to see because of that Richard Stanley documentary, because of the clips that are shown in that one. Well, that looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, this was
and
never
then
on my radar.
With watching the movie itself and going, okay, that's not what I thought it was. And even then I was like, well, it's 1990. At least maybe this will be like a Terminator knockoff. It's like it's not even that. You know?
No, it's got kind of Terminator-esque things. Matter of fact, there's a lot of things that's even like Alien. Like whenever the creatures got cornered in the tower.
Alien is the closest that this movie.
Yeah,
I don't want to call it a ripoff, but if you want to,
like an homage almost.
Alien,
we know
the very
that
first one.
After Alien came out, there was a string of movies that wanted to just be the next Alien. Creature.
We covered Creature.
We
won on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Roger Corman did a dozen of them.
And so like when Terminator dropped, same thing, where it's just like, all right, how many killer robot movies can we put out that just kind of copy the blueprints of Terminator?
Well, that's what Nemesis basically is. Whenever you finally watch it,
can't wait to watch it.
Yeah,
with Tom Hardy.
Corey, once again, this is why I brought you on tonight.
I know.
Hey,
I had a
Star Trek
sneaky
Nemesis.
suspicion.
I'm not a
Hold
Star
on.
Trek guy.
Let me say some good things about this movie. Can I say?
Sure.
I want to say some good things.
You absolutely can.
But boobs first and foremost.
Let me say some more good things.
Nobody was a poor actor in this film.
Well, Dylan
everyone
McDermott.
acted well.
Shut up.
What?
Nate hates Dylan McDermott.
I hate
No.
Dylan McDermott.
Is that your new feud this year?
No, I don't know yet.
He's
No, I
still
don't give a shit.
thinking.
I'm
It's
not.
not
this
Tom
is- this is
Sizemore, that's for
my
sure.
platform. Nate can just go to hell right now. Love you, Nate. So everyone was a very good actor in this. They all deliver their lines well. I thought that they all had lived. They were definitely a part of this environment. The environment itself was heartbreaking, disgusting.
Yeah.
Like this very easily could be our future. And back in 1990, as regulations were at that time, pollution was a serious problem. It still is.
Yeah.
Thankfully, not as bad, but it still is a problem. And God, like when they're taking that boat over that little bitty river and all that foam is up.
The foam.
Dude, I remember that when I was fishing with my dad, and we would get out of the marina and out into open water. There was that foam all over the place. Like it was coming up. Thankfully, enough people have given enough money to the EPA and enough recognition that a lot of that shit's been cleaned up. There's a lot more work to do, but anyway, the apartment complex and all the set pieces were just, they were gross, and I loved it. They were beautiful. Like it was really lived in.
It was thought out. Like
You're
really,
right. Even they was saying
It
like
looked
this
like a
really
mess.
looked good. Like I believe this is whether it's post-apocalyptic or just a post-environmental failure.
I think it's a bit of both. I don't know if they ever actually come out and say
trying
it's
to
nuclear
survive
or
on a
anything.
planet that they've completely destroyed.
Yeah.
The planet doesn't give a shit. It's going to rub you off, and in about 1 million years, which is
it'll
a
raise
heartbeat for the planet, it'll
Yeah.
reset itself. Don't you worry about that. It's how we treat the planet so that we can continue to live on it.
Right, we're a virus, and the planet's raising its temperature like
Right.
a fever to eradicate the virus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yup.
Did
That
Pete
robot
say-
was bitching. That
Rub
robot
us
was
off.
bitching.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say.
heard it, Nate. I heard
Did
it.
Pete say that the Earth is going to rub us off?
Yeah.
It's like, go on.
I heard that. I was like, hot.
Yeah, I'm also like thinking like, all right,
Pissed
Mother
off.
Nature.
I said that, didn't I?
Yeah.
I did.
But
I was with you, Pete.
I
Shake
I
us
think
off,
the
I
set
think.
design on this it's like telling a story, kind of like in Blade Runner. You know, it's telling a story of this world where there was this massive overpopulation, and then everyone went off world. So now people, like, there's less people on Earth now in Blade Runner, and that's why you have like these people living in like these apartment complexes where there's only like 3 people living there, because it's still a world that's built for a massive overpopulation.
Yes,
Here, it sort of felt the opposite, where it's like we try to contain things, but now there's so many more people than we have anything to do with. And that's like when Mo comes back to see her, and he's like, what happened to this place? And it's like, a few months ago, someone drove their car through the front. No one's here to fix it. And now everything's gone to shit. And she's living in this little, glass bubble where she can't leave because she's supposed to be this thing of purity to her, and I kind of almost wish there were maybe more deformed people out in the world. Maybe that would have been
Right.
just more, it was probably cost prohibitive to not do that. But you had, Alvy at the beginning, who, was in
I
Willow.
love
as-
Alvy.
Yeah,
I
me
love that
too.
dude.
He was great in Willow as well. And it's
Time
like,
Bandits.
they tried to give you this idea that, I think that, we're in a bad way, but which makes her this like bright spot in the universe where everybody wants, like Mo wants to have sex with her, obviously. Shades wants to have sex with her. The robot wants to have sex with her. Link wants to have sex with her. It's because she's like this last pure thing, and she's encased. Like she's in this
That was
impenetrable
very
fortress.
apparent in the shower scene where her skin was so pure and so white.
She's like a
and
porcelain
so
doll. Yeah.
smooth. Right. And he was so fake,
And
dirty and stuff.
She's like she's in a self imprisonment almost. She knows she shouldn't go out.
If she steps
Like,
out that door, bad things are going to happen to her. Like immediately. That's why she
and
has,
no
Chief,
one's
and no one's going to watch her back, and Shades, and then I like the fact that you do see Shades' apartment for that one split second when he's getting high.
He's got a nice apartment.
He's got a nice apartment. That's because he still has that government job, and I think that is a strong indication of what sort of, again, this all goes to that world building shit that I love it, and you just get these little glimpses, and I'm like thinking to myself, it's like, like how often does Shades actually go into space and stuff like that.
Well,
And
see, you brought up the Blade Runner thing about how they go off world. I got a feeling of like, because you find out Shades is an astronaut, you know, and he goes into space, that we're at the beginning of the government trying to figure out how to get us off world. You guys are looking at me confused. You didn't get that Shades was an astronaut?
yeah,
Nope.
Yeah, no,
No.
he's like a pilot.
Come
He's a
on.
pilot.
He's carrying
They-
a sack around for the first half of the movie.
Right, and during that first half, they're talking about, well, aren't you worried about dying in space? And he's like,
And
no, man, it's gonna be
re-entry?
it's the best way to go because you're gone in an instant. He
Yeah.
goes, once you're gone, man. There's no suffering.
Maybe that has to deal with one of the problems with the 7 Seas is you do not get closed captions with the
We
movie.
didn't get closed captions, and it
That
was
That's
real-
true. I'm sorry about
honestly
that.
it was
is
a
one of the
really rough-
problems.
that was a rough copy of what we got.
It's not a
but-
rough copy. That copy looked great. I've watched
It-
this thing on
Audio-wise,
Sound-
it was
sound was
audio-wise was a
Okay.
little. We
Audio
were
was
just
bad.
discussing.
We didn't
because
get
I've watched this
subtitles.
on VHS the most, DVD maybe once or twice.
What's funny is I told Pete, I was like, with the infrared scenes and stuff, I was like, this looks terrible, but it probably looked pretty cool on a CRT.
Oh, it looked amazing on a small television because that's what it was
Yeah.
made for. Like it wasn't made
Right.
for widescreen. I
And
will
also
say,
use it on Blu-ray. I gotta say.
yeah, I will say, I think he did go maybe a tad heavy-handed with it because we get it from Link and the creature, and to me, it was just a little. And not to mention that it is such a huge stark contrast when they go into the bathroom for the first time, where it's like totally bright white tiles everywhere. Now you can finally see what the robot looks like, but unfortunately is on fire and the paint job is gone. Which I did. That reminds me, I meant to tell you guys.
Let's talk about the paint job.
That is not an American flag
But
that
it's
she
got
painted on.
stars, stripes, red, white, and blue. Like
It has stars, but not the stars from the American flag. They are stars of nighttime, and the other side are supposed to represent rays of light coming off like a sunburst.
I mean,
that
it
are
almost
coming
like
off
a
of it.
like if you like the Japanese sort of, you know, with the rays
Yeah,
coming
exactly.
out. And then I mean he was like
The
in
rising sun.
documentary, he's like they you know they did it and they're like, hey, look at it, and they're like, that's the American flag. Like
Exactly.
they saw it immediately, but that wasn't the intent. But at the same time, it kind of works though.
no, I mean
as
that's
an
I'm looking at
indictment.
that picture right now.
No.
Like that's the American flag, right?
No,
There-
nobody who watches this thinks that isn't. the
No, as a
American
kid,
flag.
that was
Agreed,
that
yeah.
was
As
the
a
American
kid, yeah.
flag.
I thought it was
But-
American flag too. Yeah.
The intention, Nate, if you look more, there's actually a profile shot of the robot. You'll actually see the stars look like stars in the sky that she painted off to the side, but because they keep the robot almost always full frontal,
Painted
you only see the
Cassiopeia
stars and bars.
or Orion on that side of the face, maybe.
Well, you'll see that in certain scenes, but that was the original intent. Also,
Because it's supposed to go back to Shiva, the god of death and destruction and
Yeah,
rebirth.
we
And
got
that's why
that-
he's the
We
marks
got
of
that
the,
weird montage at the end of the movie where it was like they wanted to be 2001: A Space Odyssey.
well, they did
Yeah.
that, but
Psychedelic bullshit, and then Shiva
Yeah.
at the end.
But
and then all it takes is a
Shades,
normal
it's-
baseball bat to destroy
you're going
the
too
technology.
far.
it's Kali is
Yeah,
what
Kali,
it
there
is.
you
Is that Kali? I'm
And
sorry.
Shades actually has like a
Mhm.
like a shrine to it whenever he's doing the drugs. I got watching it now, like even just watching it yesterday, I went, she's sleeping with Shades
yeah,
and they're
for
keeping
sure.
it secret.
What?
Yeah.
There's no that
the
whole
side.
interaction when Mo comes in the first time to show her, she is fully interested in what Shades is saying to her because Mo even goes, I got you a present. They keep talking and Mo has to go, hey, I got you a present, and opens it. And then when she starts showing Mo affection, because there's a whole other thing going on where Mo is the protector. She even says it, you know, and then he
He's
makes
a
the
shitty
comment
protector. That's for
that-
damn sure.
that she
I mean, you're
feels
not
more
wrong, Nate. I mean, he is
comfortable- No,
shitty.
you're
He's
not.
a shitty person.
But he even makes the comment she feels safer when I'm here. And when he goes to Shades, like Shades like, I keep an eye on her. And he goes, what'd you say? He goes, I keep an eye on her. And he goes, you keep doing that. Shades get this really weird look on his face like, oh, you're cool with me keeping an eye
Keeping
on her. Like there's
I
a
didn't
connection,
pick up
and
on
then
that at
he
all.
backs his way out of the apartment when they start hugging.
Yeah.
And it's that awkward, like, I'm the third wheel, I'm in love with her, which is why he immediately goes and does drugs.
Yeah.
Like he's like every bit of that is he is fully involved with her, but she is taking who is gonna do her the most protection. Mo's home, she's with Mo. Because
he's the alpha. Mo's the alpha, and I
Yeah.
think she's probably attracted to that, but I think she understands, I guess, her worth in this society, and I think she
Exactly.
knows that I think she knows if she walks out that door, Mo's a better chance of protecting her than Shades is. Now,
he makes the comment like, I'm the fittest. Like
Yeah.
when she goes, the survival of the
Survival
fittest.
of the
She goes, well, that's
fittest, yeah.
me. I'm the fittest.
Yeah,
There's
and
even
I
a
think,
point where
I always took it as, and I think there was an argument to say that, yeah, Shades is fucking her, but I also think I also kind of more took it as like, he's in love with her, but they're not having sex, but he is like sort of in love with her type of thing. But I still think ultimately, either way you look at it, I think Shades has feelings for her behind Mo's back that Mo is not aware of.
What led me to think that without, making her out to be more, I don't want to make her out like she's the villain. When they get done with making love and they're laying down for a night, Mo puts his arm around her and he goes, I love you. And I had to back it up because I wanted to make sure I heard what she said. She goes, so? And then goes to sleep.
And I love that scene because Mo, I don't think she's awake. I think she might be dreaming
she's like
or something.
in that mid-sleep thing.
And then Mo kind of rolls over and then kind of curls up and it's such a sad, like,
It's
sleeping
super sad.
pose. And I'm just
Yes.
like, I don't think Mo's the best character. Like, as in a human being, I don't think he's probably the best person.
No.
He's probably fucking other people, like, out there in the wastelands and shit. But like, I do think he loves her. And I think
he loves the
that hurt
idea of
him.
her. Yeah.
He probably loves the idea of her
And
more
she's
so
like-
than her.
Like you said, she's like the perfect, being in this world right now. Like she's not the only female, but she's got, and this, you even mentioned Fury Road earlier. And I get that whole thing where, where he's got this harem of the perfect women and that's who he'll breed with in Fury Road. It kind of gives a little bit of that feel to this where she's isolated from everyone else. Only certain people have access to her. And she's just in survival mode. She is just there existing. But yeah, I got a lot of, as an adult watching this, I got a lot of shit as a kid that I didn't pay a lick of
me
attention
too.
to whatsoever. Cool setting, killer robot, lots of blood. Yeah, on fire. As a kid, this was everything I loved in a movie. So,
but as an adult, I'm like, I see that scene and I see Mo curling up like that, and we've all been broken up with. We understand sort of that pain, that he has. He's like, I think that is that moment where he's like, maybe I'm not good enough for her, type of thing. And he has like, I don't know, I felt the emotion there and everything.
I did too.
Nate's like, nope,
not at all.
Nate's literally
Everything
sitting
that
here
you're saying
going,
right now,
I
I'm
don't
like,
even know where that scene
no.
is. That's
No,
what
I
he's
know
doing.
exactly where that scene is. I'm just like, no, Shades is just on drugs and just like falls into a thing of pillows. And Pete and I went, yep, been there after too many drinks.
That was funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
And let me go put my trousers on and falls into the pillows.
We both went,
Everything
"Yep,
that Corey
been there,"
just said.
like at the same time.
Yeah. Well, everything Corey just said, like, nah.
Nah, he's on drugs.
Yeah.
Well, that's Shades. Corey was talking about Mo.
Oh,
Corey was
I mean,
talking
even with
about
Mo, I'm like, nah, they're just banging. Like, he hasn't seen her in a while. That's his like piece that he comes home to when he's back in wherever the fuck they are. And he's like, I know this is a sure thing. And then I'll go back to the desert for whatever reason. And
for my desert hotties.
Yeah,
Corey
I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give me some desert poon. Don't worry, I'll be right back.
Well, now he does say he's back for good this time, though. That was like one of the things he was saying. I'm back
Do
for
we
good.
really believe anything that Dylan McDermott has to say?
I do, because there's nothing wrong with Dylan McDermott.
Oh, are you sure about that?
I have no beef with the
I've
man.
never
I
heard
don't know.
anyone hate on Dylan
I have
McDermott
neither.
before.
Where is this hate coming from? Jai Courtney, I understood. Okay,
Yeah,
I understood
Courtney.
that hate, even though I loved him as Captain Boomerang. But I understood it. But
I don't know,
why
man. Dylan
now?
McDermott
Why
also-
this one?
There's just
Also,
something about
Billy
people that look
Zane
like
was
default
just as
characters.
weird.
Yeah, Billy
you
Zane
just-
had it coming.
You just hate handsome men. That's what it
Nate
is.
has a
All
type.
right. I have a type, and he doesn't fall in that wheelhouse. And if you're not part of my type, I don't like you.
Oh God, you
Sigh.
guys. This is God. I'm so glad I'm not having to do this by myself. I'd have probably just
trying,
stopped by
Charlie. I'm
now.
trying.
Yeah, I'm
You're
glad
doing
Corey's
fantastic.
here.
Great job.
And
Yeah.
it's like he's the cool friend of the group, and we're like, oh God, we get to hang out with the cool guy this time. Cool. And I feel like I might be butchering it.
No, it's
And
great.
Charlie's like, don't embarrass me in front of my new friend.
Not even my new friend, my old friend.
Yeah.
Don't embarrass me in front of my old friend.
I'm getting shades of Deep Star 6 here, but I gotta admit, I also love the feast episode, so I do enjoy like when things don't go, well. It makes for
we've
better
said it.
radio, I should say.
And I will say, and Corey is not unknown to this because Zach wasn't as brutal as you two jackals, but he did not have any love for this movie.
My biggest
Yeah.
shocker with Zach was Black Christmas. I didn't understand him not liking that one. That was my biggest shocker.
Whoa, he's wrong. He's
I
definitely
just watched
wrong.
it for the first time, and I was like, it's good. It's not great, but it's good. Like,
It's creepy. You admitted you're like,
yeah,
it's got some
no, the
creepy
phone
vibes
calls
to it,
are
yeah.
legitimately the best part. They're creepy as hell. But other than that, I was like, it's all right.
No,
it's
the
good.
way Bob Clark shoots Christmas lights, that's the best part of the movie.
Especially if you watch A Christmas Story after you watch
Yeah,
Black Christmas.
He has a
That
style
is-
of the way I love Bob Clark's Christmas lights. They're the big ones,
Yes.
and they kind of like bleed into the frame, and that's so good.
I
guess
want
I'd have
those
to
for
pay
Christmas
attention
next year.
time. Just
Yeah.
because of me not being the Christmas guy.
Why do I feel like lately you are not paying attention to any of the movies we've
I
thrown
do.
up here?
I do. It's just for whatever reason.
You
we've
know,
been on,
for
like,
a little
weird-
while, I felt real bad for shitting on Brotherhood of the Wolf. Now I don't feel bad anymore.
I don't know why.
I don't feel bad at all.
I brought a very artistic piece to the podcast
Eat a
to
bag
bring
of
some
shit.
class
That was
around
a
here.
long wedding.
My movie was over in 90 minutes. Yours took 2 hours and 20 minutes
Yours
to get
felt
over.
like it was 2 hours and 20
No, it
minutes,
didn't.
sir.
You're both right.
No, I watched it twice today just having it on.
You watched
It
I
is
saw
so
Brotherhood of the
great.
Wolf in the theater, and then after listening, I was like, maybe you go to rewatch that again. I was like, nope, I'm not going to rewatch it now.
No,
me
man,
too.
it was awesome. It's so good.
Sorry,
Apparently,
Nate.
there's a 3-hour director's cut, so who knows?
Shove that.
All right. Well, she does destroy the robot, and I will say, Corey, I've never seen the documentary, and you listening to what you said fixed that ending for me. When she goes, to town on the robot with the baseball bat, because I'm like, Jesus, like Chloe, my little daughter, could swing a baseball bat harder than she can.
Oh,
But
she
to find
broke that
out,
bat.
but she broke 2 bats.
Two bats, yeah.
Filming.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was
Filming, filming.
yeah, on the behind the
I
scene.
mentioned that, Nate. Like,
Okay.
that
Yeah, on the
bat's broken.
Was it
documentary.
her
Like her
mom
mom had
died?
just passed recently
Yeah.
or something, so she had this like actual
Oh, she
this
let it
anger
out
in her,
then.
and also too probably it was post her pushing Weinstein away.
Mhm.
Maybe
Yeah.
so she didn't say. I'm just kind of speculating there, but maybe it was all that anger. But
point,
she calls out her mom had just recently passed, and she kind of had that anger about it. and
Damn.
everything.
My wish was, why didn't you use some of the footage of when she's actually wailing on it and mix it in to where she's trying to keep from breaking the bat? Because at the end, you don't see her break the bat, but the bat's broken laying on the
You see
floor
it,
when it
yeah.
shows the robot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have
Well,
loved, even
she
if you just
swings
got it
and
on that
it's-
last one.
It's at a crook. It's at like a 90 degree. You can
I think
see
I think she's swinging a broken bat for the
Yeah.
rest
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
thing. So she's holding it like, Jesus, guys, get some wrap tape on that or something. Make it look like a bat. I was like, that was always my biggest letdown till I heard that. And I was like, I could forgive that
Mhm.
knowing that little bit of tidbit. And I was so glad that you said that on your episode. I was like, that fixes this ending for me. I still
mean,
wish she
based
was
on the-
using like an axe, but the baseball bat is what they had.
I mean, with the documentary and everything, she is pretty favorable about the movie. Like, she's pretty proud of this film, and she during
why
the
not?
scene where
She
the
should
the,
be.
dr-
She
the
did a great
drill was
job.
going to get her, like apparently most of the crew kind of protested that scene because they were like, it's too sexual and everything. And even she was like, no, first off, it doesn't get me, and second off, I destroy it. So it's feminism, So
she breaks the dick drill. Like they
she breaks it off.
She breaks it off. So to me, it's nothing like the Evil Dead branches.
No,
like it doesn't go.
I think the Evil Dead branches and Evil Dead that's much more sleazy than
absolutely.
That is totally sleazy.
And I mean, Nate and I covered Jack Frost. There's an innuendo to that happening.
Yep, that was an accident though.
One scene.
Yeah, but they left it in,
movie.
so it makes it a little weirder.
Yeah, does.
It does. I like that. I do like that she's like the final girl. She ends up winning it and everything. It does get a little weird with everyone like crowding around her, like, oh no, lay back down, do this, and then she's like swinging the bat at them as they're going up the steps. It felt clumsy. Like they definitely could have done a whole lot better if they were trying to like prevent her from going in. And don't knock out my boy who's just trying to stop you from going into the apartment. Like was his name Lawrence or something like that? She cold cocks that dude right in the head and runs right into that apartment. I was like, I felt bad for that guy. And then he gets shot in the head.
Right.
Which,
Yeah.
When I haven't seen it in 20 years, I had forgot about that. And I literally went, oh shit. Like that gun goes off. Boom. He's dead. I was like, damn.
Every time Chief gets cut in half like that, it takes me back to that Fangoria issue. I mean, like, and kind of earlier to Pete, what Pete was saying about not having seen it, in the stores, I might have passed over it as well if it wasn't for the coverage Fangoria gave it back in the day. And I mean, I watched a lot of horror movies because of Fangoria.
Yeah, we've had plenty of times we've talked about Fangoria influence and movies.
Children of the
watched.
80s and 90s.
Even if you just saw it on the newsstand, it had those. Yeah. They knew how to put something on the cover to make you want to open it up and look at it. Not like some other movies.
I was terrified to watch Motel Hell because there was a picture of the farmer with a pig on his head and a chainsaw in his hands, and I'm like, I am never watching this movie again. And I kind of dearly love Motel Hell to this day because it's just it's a fucking
Pete, I'm with you
on. Oh yeah,
Pete, I'm with you 100%. I was scared of the cover as a kid. I mean, there's
some
covers I wouldn't watch it, but I just watched it for the first time. I think like a year and a half ago. Fucking loved it. I was like, this movie's great.
So good.
Yeah, it's so good.
There's a fine line.
Meat's meat. Man's got to eat.
Yeah, there's a fine line that they actually had to hit. Nate knows this. That I was terrified of Slaughterhouse, the cover of it with that giant dude, that big machete. That I wouldn't pick that one up. I didn't want to physically touch it because the cover scared me to death.
It's the power of covers, though.
Yeah,
indeed.
It's like
it's a lost art form.
It is. God, I wish they would get rid of the floating heads. All right, boys. Well, I think we've talked through it. We can do a little bit more as we get into the things now. Let's get into our Raining Blood. All right. Well, not a lot, but I enjoy the kills in this movie. There are 5. So
Is there
definitely
5?
Yeah. So you have Artie at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
the junk dealer.
Yep.
You have
Link,
Harvey Weinstein.
Yep.
You have Mo. You have
Mo. That's right.
Cap,
and then
Lawrence or Laura,
father-son duo.
Chop in half.
Chief.
Okay. Chief, yeah.
So you got 5 in this.
Corey, when you said Chief chop in half, I'm like, is that? I don't remember any Native Americans in this. When you chop the chief with okay.
Oh man,
it's 1990.
No.
That character was in the 3.5-hour director's cut of Brotherhood of the Wolf.
Yes.
No.
So yeah, 5 people bite it. Not a lot, but to me, I think they're quality kills. They made it into Fangoria, so that says a lot. Let's pick our favorites. At least me and Corey will pick our favorites.
Oh, there's favorites.
Zombie kill of the week.
There's like 2.
I will say though, I laughed out loud right before we started recording. I was finishing up, and when Mo finds Artie, the junk dealer, dead, he's laying there dead, and he's looking towards the camera, and the papers fall on his face.
Mhm.
And Mo picks up that Mark 13. He picks up the paper. Artie's looking the other direction, but still dead.
Oh, is he?
And I
Yeah.
busted out laughing. I'd never seen it till now. I about died. I was like, wait, is he still alive? No, he's still dead.
Don't worry.
At least in this
okay.
movie, a bird didn't shit on him. So
That's true. That did happen in Willow. So yeah, let's Nate,
Burgle cut.
what's your favorite? Get it out of the way.
I mean, there's only 2 kills that have gore in this movie. And of those 2, I'm going to pick the one where the pervert gets murdered because I
It is
want to
the
see
most
the
brutal.
pervert die, obviously. Yeah, that's my kill of the week cuz
Fair. That's a good one. That's a good one. Pete, what about you, Bubba?
Yeah. What is it? Ron
Harvey
Segal.
Weinstein's death.
Yeah,
Ron
Ron
Segal.
Segal.
Ron Segal just pulling his eyeballs out or shoving them in.
Whatever it did to it, it wasn't pretty.
Both Nate and I went, oh, it was good. So yeah,
It's legit brutal. Yeah.
Ron
Corey,
Segal.
what about you, brother? What's your favorite one out of all this?
I mean, obviously, Chief was the one that brought me to the movie, but I got to go with Mo. It's not gory. I get it, but at the same time, I think it's beautiful. I've seen so many movies that have just the worst death scenes you've ever seen. Like even like Marvel and stuff. It's like death scenes are hard to do. And I thought this one was just absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful death. And, I loved it, and because I don't hate Mo.
Oh no, I was
love Mo.
cheering. I was like, yeah, finally.
God, no. Just because we're all arguing already tonight, I think I'm going to go with Chief's death because not only is it's pretty freaking
It's
gory
gross.
and there's blood spurting on
Yeah.
someone the whole time, but it also just reminds me of the death in Deep Star 6 when, the captain gets cut in half by the hatch. Only this one shows you more gore than Deep Star 6 did. So I'm like, I love that Harvey Weinstein dies so graphically in this. It is the one that sticks with you probably the most because it's just drawn out. It's the way it should be, and it's a piece of shit character. But the shock of Chief dying, he gets crushed. You think they're going to get him out of there, and he falls down, and then that door just shoot.
The only thing is like
Dead.
they introduced that character just to kill him, kind of thing. I was
Yeah, like
just,
most
Pretty
movies.
much.
well,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
let
Most
Shades be
mov-
the guy that gets cut in half instead.
I'm just the hot, big-titted blonde in the movie. I am such an important character. Dead. So how
No,
different? How different
I'm Drew
is any of that?
Barrymore in Scream.
Yeah.
that
I'm
was a
Rose
bait and switch.
McGowan, and I'm going to try to crawl through the doggy door.
It's my least. I hate that kill. I hate the Rose McGowan kill.
Right.
Yeah, the Rose McGowan one's really bad.
Because that garage door, I don't care how tiny she is, that garage door wasn't opening.
No.
They don't work like that. They're balanced. It doesn't work like that.
It's got a
Okay.
safety feature.
So exactly, Pete. Good job.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Let's rate this.
It's okay. He just wanted his machete. There's a lot of stress over here on Joe's face.
Yeah, he's real red. He's like, God, why'd I pick this one?
I know why I picked it because I actually do enjoy this movie.
You like it, right?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't think anything Nate and Pete are saying is invalid. Like, except for
Except
when you
Ella
guys
McDormand.
when you get things wrong, like her swinging in down the alley or something like that.
Right.
But like,
Hey, we were both just like, wait,
No, I
what?
get it. I just wish I was sitting there with you guys and so I could just sort of aim you a little bit more. But but the
So
stuff
many
that you're
times.
saying, I don't think you're invalid in saying it. Everyone's opinion is valid.
You're about
I'm
80%,
trying to be nice.
guys. You're
That's
about
very
80%.
nice. That's very nice. Very PC.
All right.
of you. I love it.
Pete, rate
Okay.
this thing before I let Nate go.
All right. I thought the aesthetics of the universe or the world was really cool. I thought the acting was wonderful. The gore, what we got was awesome. The robot was bitching. Just the general ick of everything was wonderful, and I was bored and confused, man. And I don't. It's not a recommend. But I'm going to give it a 4 because I don't
Ouch.
recommend it, but I don't hate it.
All those positives you just said, and you gave it a 4?
I can't recommend it.
Well, I think in Pete's defense, he gave 4 positives, so that
Like
actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Like a 5 is like, go see it. A 4 is like, skip it. Don't
A
bother.
5, I would more say, like, on our scale, a 5 is kind of like take it or leave it. You know, it's like, if you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't want to watch it, I'm not going to tell you to
lean
go watch
towards
it.
leave it then. So it's a 4.
Oh my God.
Yep.
All right. Nate, you don't
Nate's
get to
ready.
rate it.
Nate's got a cock
Yeah, I'm
loaded.
ready.
No, it's my I'm pulling the
Nate's
birthday
thirst.
card. Nate doesn't get to rate this movie.
No.
What?
That's not how this works. We all
It's
get
my
to rate it.
birthday. I do what I want. I'm the birthday boy.
No.
This comes out on my birthday. I am literally the birthday boy. You gonna do this to me? Is that
What a prima donna.
Oh, I'm the prima donna. I don't have feuds with fictional characters.
Oh, I do. My whole life. Can I go now?
Yes, you can go now.
Yeah, it's a 2.
No, I
don't
meant
I
get
knew it
out.
was going to be a 2.
I
knew
meant-
it.
I meant get out.
I almost did this.
I didn't
I
say
felt
go
it,
on
felt
your.
it in my soul.
Yeah, I did not.
I
enjoy
knew
this
he was
movie.
gonna.
Right,
Like,
two's
I-
worse than one.
We're both just like, what? Why? What? And just like how it wasn't
it-
like
It
boring,
ended 5
boring,
times.
but it was like insulting boring. So it was really weird.
Oh my!
And yeah, I
God.
don't ever want to watch this movie again or think about it ever again. Like, I'm glad that I don't have to think about this movie.
I'm picking it for my
I'm going to
birthday
think about
next
this movie
year.
for the rest of the night.
I'm picking it for my birthday next year. Judge Dredd and Hardware the
Part
redo.
2.
Oh,
Part
Hey,
2.
I'm down with Judge Dredd. Let's do that one again.
Yeah,
I'd
Pete
rather
loved
just
Judge
do
Dredd.
I
Nice.
dug it.
I can't wait to listen to that episode.
All right, Corey. What about you, brother? My backup, my brother at arms, my brother from another mother. What are you rating Hardware?
I mean, for me, this is a 9, guys. I love this movie. I don't give
Yeah!
a crap. I'll die on that hill. I will absolutely die on that hill. This is a 9, but I get it. This is like a Corey 9. It's probably about a 7.5 in reality, but for me, it hits everything that I want. This is a
you, baby.
Corey 9.
I mean, the
Good for you.
7.5 in reality is like if everyone in the world is high on whatever the robot
Everyone with
kills you with.
shades.
Yeah.
Everyone is shades, right?
But no, my official rating for this, it's a freaking 9. I love this movie.
Wow. Okay. Bless you. I think that's
Did that
Yeah.
help, Charlie?
That totally helped.
You're like, you feel better now?
Because guess what? You're not dying alone on that hill. I'm giving it a 9.
Yeah.
That's what he did for his other birthday pick.
Hardware for life, baby.
Yeah,
Oh.
baby.
I love this movie. I do. I honestly, it's worth it to go pay the 100 over to get it on Blu-ray because I don't know if it will ever get a redo
I
from
don't
another.
think any movie I could spend $100 on.
Ooh, that's rough.
I'd
That's
spend
rough.
Like
$100
usually,
on
if
this one.
something goes
Yeah.
over like $8, I'm like, ooh, do I?
Charlie,
After-
have you seen Dust Devils?
I have not. Now I listened
On
to the
YouTube,
episode
isn't it?
today, and I think I need to sit down and watch Dust Devil. That is the one with Jeffrey. Basically, it's the Nomad
The
at the beginning
sequel.
of this movie, as far as looks.
Yeah, and
Right.
it's played by the guy who plays RoboCop and RoboCop 3, not Robert Patrick, John Robert Patrick. He's what? is
John
his name?
Patrick, I think, is
So-
what it
yeah.
is. No, it's
Yeah.
not a sequel, Pete. It's his other movie he did. It's actually kind of a supernatural.
Yeah,
Is that
it's
what- yeah.
supernatural. Chelsea Field is in it. You can find it on like Amazon Prime or whatever, but it's the theatrical cut. There is a director's cut that is so much more to it.
Then I'll source that out. I'll hit up my dude that I got this from and see if he's got
If you
access to it.
can then hit me up because I have not
know I would.
seen that.
I
To
will
the
work
7
my
Cs,
magic.
boys.
Yeah, that's it, brother. Especially when we get the director's blessing. I don't feel bad at all now.
Yep, he was like, "Nope, go ahead and do it because you can't get it any other way." So just if you have
And
to.
that's my whole argument. Whenever you make it impossible
Yep.
for me to find, then or if a Blu-ray's
There's a
$120 and I want my
UK
friends to watch it, yeah.
There's a UK DVD for the director's cut of Dust Devil, but that's another one that's like
That's
$90
the thing,
on
though,
Amazon
but you
or something.
need like a region-free player. Thankfully, the world got shit together for 4K and went, you know what? All 4K is just going to be
Yeah, we're done
region-free.
with regions.
Is that how it's officially?
Yeah, 4Ks aren't region locked.
Okay,
Oh,
great.
so I picked up the second site. It follows 4K that they put out, and the 4K works, but second site's like a UK company,
So
and
the
the
Blu-ray won't.
Blu-ray
Blu-ray
won't
won't.
play on
which
on
has
my
probably
PlayStation.
all the
Wow.
special features.
I will say, Umbrella, an Australian company called Umbrella, they put out Blu-rays. They put out like the Dolph Lundgren Punisher one, and they have like the director's cut and
Megaforce.
everything. They make everything region free.
Yep.
Nice.
Megaforce I got
Nice.
from them is
Nice.
region free.
Yeah, all
So-
their Umbrella stuff is great. But yeah, second sight, the only thing that works is the 4K. I didn't know that. I was like, I thought that was maybe a rights thing, like maybe the rights for 4K. But so all 4Ks are just
All
region
4Ks
free.
are region free.
So if I buy a 4K play, so this is something Zach and I've actually been talking about that we want to do is get region free players so we can start getting, UK has so
weird
many
shit.
good Arrow Blu-rays. So
Yeah.
Oh God,
will
Arrow, I love
will a US 4K player then play region 2 Blu-rays, or does it only have to be a 4K?
Ooh, that's a
I've
good
never
question.
I've never
Don't know.
No
tested
idea.
that.
Yeah.
I'll ask and find out. But
Okay.
my Xbox is 4K and I have no problem playing any of them. Like I immediately wanted to test because I know Umbrella said it worked, but you're like, I never really know. That Blu-ray played beautifully, and every 4K I've picked up is always the same 4K. Like there's not been like a German 4K released of a movie.
Right,
Most of
right.
the time it comes out everywhere. You
Okay.
might have to order it from Germany.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if you
that's
get
the
it,
thing,
it'll
you gotta
play.
pay for the shipping.
You'll
Yeah,
get
yeah.
you'll get the other cover. They usually get different cover art.
Yeah, they get some really. I follow some German people on Instagram. And they post
get
some really
cool
beautiful
ones.
covers. I did get
Mhm.
the Werewolf TV series on DVD from France,
Oh,
and
cool.
that's region free, but it costs just as much for the shipping as it was for the DVD set.
That's
It's
that's
never
the
going to
best
come
of
out
it.
in America. We're never going to get it because they can't extract the soundtrack from the show from the masters. And the first episode has like a Mike and the Mechanic song and stuff like that, and it'll never
Oh.
come out in the U.S. So,
We're gonna start trading tapes here. Let's go.
dude, Werewolf Man, love that show.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons it's taken so long for them to get Moonlighting to us
It's
because
it's
of
always
licensed
kidding.
music,
it's always music rights. It's always
Really? Oh,
freaking
that
music
makes sense.
rights.
That makes sense.
which is surprising that that's not the reason hardware was so hard to get a hold of. That they didn't ding us for the Ministry or Motorhead
I
or
don't think
any of
anybody
that
wants
stuff.
to release it. It's something.
No, it
that
came
no one-
out.
They're
It's
not going to make any money off. Of.
literally a cult movie. Like there's a following for this movie, guys.
Yeah, 50% of your podcast right now likes it.
I mean, you got
I
like
see
two
that.
knuckleheads.
Hey, the downloads will reveal all.
We'll see,
okay?
we'll see,
That's,
we'll see.
that's exactly
Will
that's
Hardware's
the
lowest
ultimate.
downloaded episode yet.
Yeah.
Will it beat Monkey Kung Fu?
Yeah.
Oh no, because
Monkey
that
Kung
thing has
Fu
turned
is
into
out
a
of range.
curse. That is a curse, and I knew it was going to happen because he wished it. Maybe
All wishes are curses.
maybe Dead Snow 2 might be in that list. I'm
Oh,
not
Dead Snow 2,
100%
okay.
sure.
No, that one's a flop.
Yep, that one.
That one's a
one
flop.
is great.
They're not all winners, right?
You know,
Who
you
picked-
can't all hit dingers.
Who picked that one? It was
I don't want
Nate,
to talk
right?
about it. Can we get
Right.
into the things? I got another podcast I got to jump on in 20 minutes.
Oh,
Do you
crap,
really?
That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
just
nice.
for that, since I didn't get my other birthday present, I'm getting this one. You're not allowed to do trash review.
No, I found a good one. Can I at least read
No.
one line?
No,
Because it'll
That
defend
def-
Pete and I.
that defeats the purpose of when I say no
one
trash
line,
reviews.
One line.
No.
People,
I have
know-
honored it for you guys before. You're going to honor it one time for me.
Yeah, but I found one that's going to shut you and Corey up because it's like,
Oh,
oh,
that's not-
it
no,
wasn't
no,
just
no,
Pete
no.
and I that thought this. It
Didn't
wasn't
Corey
just Pete and I.
just say there's nothing you guys really said that's wrong except for Dylan McDermott?
Yeah, I
But
love
there's
Corey.
nothing
He's great.
you've really said anything that's wrong.
I'm
Except
not gonna lie,
for
I am kind of intrigued by what this review
Yeah,
is now.
yeah.
God
See,
damn it.
just
I
the
get
one line.
nothing for my birthday then. Huh? That's just it. I get nothing.
Now you get it.
You don't get the drop. So read.
Okay, I don't want the drop. I just want this line.
Oh, you know what? No.
No,
hold
no,
on.
I don't want the drop. I don't-
No,
don't give me the
no,
drop.
No.
Why you give me the
no,
drop?
Do the other drop.
No.
Do the other drop.
That's
don't do the other
exactly
drop.
what I'm doing.
No,
I'm doing
don't
the other
do the-
drop.
You're
I'm
trash.
doing. Yeah. No.
Why is that
No.
still? Why haven't you deleted that from your computer?
For reasons like this.
You're trash,
Hey, Nate.
You're trash,
I hate this,
Yeah.
but it's still worth it.
Hey, you
Number-
gonna read that?
This person
You're
said,
trash,
my personal favorite, the Asian lady who is banging on her ceiling about the noise, then suddenly lives in the building opposite. She must be a Time Lord. We weren't the only ones, Pete. I found a trash review
You're
that
trash,
had, Pete and I's back.
I never thought that was the hill they were going to try to die on.
She
Because
must
I
be a
didn't see
Time
it
I
there.
didn't see that coming at all.
No.
I didn't see this coming at all.
Because she lives beneath them. I don't
you
know
see-
how.
you
Or
see
does
her
she
swing
live
like
across
this.
from them?
You see like her do a half circle and go in.
You know what? You must
She-
have Richard Stanley's phone number. Text him right now.
I'm gonna hit him up right now. I'm like,
Yeah,
these
you
two
text Richard
knuckleheads.
Stanley and let him know.
Yeah.
She literally John McClane's out of the window. Okay, that's exactly what
I
happened.
would die laughing. He went, yeah, she lives across the street. You guys want to figure that out?
I just no way she lives. She wouldn't be banging on the ceiling.
I would
He
accept
says,
that
tell
answer.
Pete and Nate they're right.
Yeah, or I'd also accept, like, I don't know, I was on a lot of drugs, man. What do you want from me? I was on a
probably was.
magic trip hunting down crystals. I don't
that's
know.
gonna be it. Although he's probably. I would love it if he was like, no, literally, she John McClane's out of there. Didn't you see her walk on glass in this movie?
Yeah, we
She's
did.
totally
Yeah,
John
I saw that.
McClane.
I went, John McClane, when it happened.
I mean, this. No, it's not a Christmas movie, is this? No, it's not.
No, this
No,
is
it's a Christmas
movie.
Is
movie.
it? 'Cause
Totally
It is.
Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They
Because he makes
mention
the
it several
joke
times,
about-
and there are several
When-
trees in it.
Yep.
Several
When
holiday
you-
trees. Yeah.
When you used to be Santa's elf, when he's talking to
To
the
Albie.
junk dealer, Albie.
Yeah.
I totally forgot there was any like Christmas lines in this. And I thought at the beginning where he goes, it's Christmas, like he was just using it like a, it's a good day. I got something.
Mhm,
No,
mhm.
like it's legit like Christmas in this movie. I was like, when dude is doing the nasty shit in his apartment, freaking Silent Night is playing in the background.
Is
Okay.
it?
I missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I didn't
I
realize
caught that
that.
on the last time because it's right before she says so I had backed it up to rehear what she said because no subtitles. And I was like, are they playing a
Ew.
Christmas song while he's doing that? I was like, oh, that dude was gross. But-
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he died so well.
We all agree on something.
we do agree.
It'd be weird if one of us didn't agree with that.
Yeah,
okay?
it would be.
No,
I
Becca
feel like
was the
Stone
hero
would
of
be
the
getting
movie, right?
fired.
Right, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
I didn't
no.
understand why that hero got killed off.
All right. Well, once again, more chaos from us, but it's on my birthday, so it's fine. I fully expected this tonight, which is why I brought back up my brother from another mother. Corey is here. Corey, will you tell everyone where else they can find you?
Oh yeah, sure. You guys can find me over on Podcasting After Dark. I am also, on the Instagram page or whatever, Podcast After Dark at Instagram. I'm not really on Facebook that much, so you can find us on Instagram.
He's
but yeah,
not.
Yeah,
He's really not.
I'm not. Fuck that. But yeah, you can find us on all the podcatchers and everything, and of course we have a Patreon page, and over there we're covering all the John Carpenter movies from beginning to end. Actually, we are wrapping it up right now. It's called The Carpenter Factor on Patreon, but we just finished because we just covered that Suburban Screams episode that he did, and that was trash.
Which one did he do?
He did the last one, the sixth one.
Oh, I didn't even get to that part.
Oh, it's so bad. Spoiler. I'll give you guys a spoiler. It's so effing bad. So
Well, now I
we're
gotta
about
see
to-
it.
Yeah, you don't
now I
need to
gotta
see
see
it.
it.
we're about to move on to our next auteur, and right now we have a poll going on between Ken Wiederhorn, who did Shockwaves and Return of the Living Dead Part 2, and
Nice.
Joe Bagos, who did VFW and Christmas Bloody Christmas, and Don Coscarelli, who's done Phantasm and John Dies at the
Nice.
End, yada, yada, yada. I think you can pretty much suspect who is in
yeah.
John
I
Coscarelli.
could guess who's going to probably pull that one out at the end.
So we'll tackle we wanted a shorter auteur next time because we've been covering John Carpenter for 2 years in 2
Yeah, I was
months.
gonna say it's been a while.
It's been a while, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and our friend of ours wants us to do Wes Craven, but he's got even more movies. And I'm like,
No.
it's like 2.5 years worth. It's like we got to do something a little bit shorter, you know.
And would you like have to include like the Wes Craven Presents type?
No, we're
movies?
only doing anything that
If
they
he directly direct. Okay,
Yeah.
that saves you. That saves
Yeah.
you like 20, 30
So-
movies right there if you don't have to do that.
So cover Roger Corman because he only produces and just
Yeah.
every once in a while directs.
Exactly. And then over on the podcast after our main feed, we have our movie reviews, but we also have like this fun little spin-off show we do once a month called TV Obscura. And right now, when time you're listening to this, we just covered Partners in Crime with Lonnie Anderson and Linda Carter, Hooperman with
Wow, that's a
John
deep
Ritter.
cut.
And
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
and that was good. And then
No.
Max Monroe, Loose Cannon with Shadow Stevens.
Dude,
Shadows, the radio guy,
Yeah.
very handsome with all the hair.
Yep.
Yeah,
1990s Max Monroe.
Shadow
That was Zach's
Stevens.
pick. Was that
Wow.
one? So
No idea what this is.
Yeah, he was a radio guy. He did a top 40, didn't he, or something like
yeah,
that?
he did. Yep.
He's a radio personality in the 90s.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
But thank you guys
they're
so
the ones
much.
older than us, so it's fine.
Yes. Yeah.
Shut up, you.
Thank you guys so much for having me on. I mean, I really do appreciate it. This has been long time coming. I'm happy to have been on the hardware episode. This was
I
a
am too.
wild ride.
Guys,
Corey.
I just Googled Max Monroe and it's nothing but porn. Whoa.
Now, that's a director
Wow.
you need to cover. Yeah.
I
You just
don't know if I need to.
dig your
Have
toes
you
into
might have
that
misspelled
one.
Max Monroe.
I was gonna say, have you learned nothing to not Google some of the shit we talk about on here?
Hey, man, it's okay.
He's
I've
not
been
at
writing
work.
in.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm writing an erotica novel. You know how much stuff I've had to Google?
Oh, your Google history has got to be a
Yeah, my
fucking
FBI
mess.
guy that watches my computer's like, oh boy.
Guys, I got to tell you, I had the biggest faux pas with Google. I wanted to find the GIF of Swingers when he's like, our boys all grows up and he's all grows up and he's all grows up, and I said Swingers baby grows
no.
up, and I
Oh,
hit enter, and it was like big letters. You know, this is not an appropriate search. If you know, I was like, no,
God,
Swingers the
John
movie.
Favreau. John
delete.
Favreau. Iron Man.
Yeah, so I think I might be on a list now. I didn't
You're-
even mean to.
Yeah.
We're all on a list. So I accidentally Googled how do you defuse C4 one time. I know I'm on a list.
You're definitely
Oh,
on a list
shit.
now.
I'm on a list, but for other reasons that actually I'm okay with compared to that search, Corey. That's
Well, yeah, I know. And it's one thing, like right when I did it, I was like, "Oh my god!" You know, like I'm
I'm
going to
an
explain
idiot.
this to a lawyer. You know?
Yeah. No,
Swingers
see,
the movie.
I know better than this. Damn.
I know better than this.
better than this.
oh, that was. But Corey, thank you so much for coming on here. Like we said, this has been far too long of a
A
wait,
hoot.
but it's
Yeah.
been a blast. And for those that maybe don't know, Corey is my mentor in this. Honestly, if it really wasn't for Corey with his, motivation for me to even get started and to be listening and giving me my first bit of feedback, I don't know if the show would even be existing, because it's so hard when you start out and feel like you're talking into a void. It's so awesome when someone's talking back to you about it. And with Corey and Zach, that's why I played Zach's $2 late fee commercial earlier. All of those guys, even Dustin, have been huge supporters of mine. And I had no idea that Corey and Zach were even tied with my other show that I'm friends with, which was Action Action. They're all part of the same network. Those guys started sharing me out, and I had no clue. I only listened to them, and they shared a random post of one of my episodes, and it was heartwarming. And man, I just want to say, I don't know if I'll ever be able to thank y'all enough for getting this started, because now it's where Pete and Nate with me now.
Yep.
As much as we beat each other's balls to death on this, it's from a place of love, and this makes it fun. Like, even though I'm mad at them, it's still fun.
I mean, this is great radio, but man, I mean, you guys are awesome. Charlie, man, I've been listening to you since the beginning pretty much, and you've been such a big supporter of our show as well. I'm just upset that it's taking this long for us to like sync up and everything. And, I plan on returning the favor this year with you guys and everything. And I want to be more active in that kind of stuff. But you guys, I mean, you guys are my inspiration as well. We talked about it off air. But no, you guys are my inspiration as well. That's what's freaking awesome about this, community that we've sort of, built on Instagram and everything like that. And I love the shows you guys put out too. And sometimes I'm not motivated and I listen to you guys, or I see that you guys are always posting on Instagram and everything. I'm like, no, I gotta, you gotta stick with it. You gotta, you know what I mean? So I don't think how much of an impact you have on me as well. And I apologize for not vocalizing that beforehand, because you guys are awesome, and I love all three of y'all, and I love the show. I love this show. I think you guys have a great dynamic.
And we love you guys, and we love Podcasting After Dark. And I know Zach's not here, but we love you too, buddy. I just knew you didn't like hard. I just knew you didn't like hardware.
Huh?
Yeah.
Fuck that
Zach
guy.
even use the Instagrams? I never interact with that guy.
Actually, I should say, if you do interact with us on Instagram, it's usually me running that one. Zach runs the $2 late fee one.
Yeah,
he's got $2 late fee. He's got territory marks.
Excuses.
Zach sent us a nice little clip for our Megaforce episode with Dustin, that they didn't have to do. They all provided some Christmas clips when we did our big Christmas extravaganza.
3 years ago? And then Zach gets off the hook?
They still did it. They still did it.
This guy.
Zach, I'm fighting for you, brother. I'm sorry.
Part-timer.
I'm not. Zach, get out of here.
Yeah, Zach's the part-timer. Get his ass on the show. Is he even real? Has anyone seen Zach?
He might not be.
I think Nate just figured out who his new feud this year is, and it's a little close to home.
Is it Zach?
Right now, Zach's ears are burning. He's like, I think somebody's feuding with me.
Yeah. I'll feud with them so hard.
He's sitting there going, someone's thinking about me right now. And it's really happy.
He's doing a Thanos
on his face.
I know Zach. That's exactly what
he's doing. A Thanos going, I don't even know who you are to me. Like, that's fair.
We just got Thanos'd by Zach. Yeah. Thanks, bud. We appreciate it. All right, everybody. Well, you know where to find us. I've said it enough. I think this episode's going a little long enough. So, reach out to us on social media. Please go check out Corey's show, Podcasting After Dark. I can't say enough about it. I have listened to it since I found it, and I've gone back through and listened to their hardware episodes, number 4. I've listened to every episode that they've put out, and it's awesome, and I highly recommend it. Everybody, go rate everybody 5 stars. Please go check out the Evil Deaths. I was just doing there. We did Split Second. Pete, you were just on there. You did Mutilator.
Mutilator.
You did Mutilator. Nate, they let you on last year. You're not cool enough for 2024.
I'm not cool enough for,
But you did
Charlie,
Slime Bolorama.
I don't think I follow them. Can you send me that the Split Second episode when it drops?
As soon as it drops, I'll send that over to you.
Okay.
We had a lot of fun. They actually enjoyed a movie that I brought to the show. So
you're like, I'm going to go there now.
Better than my own co-host. Matter of fact, in that episode, I even go, well, I'm kind of glad I'm bringing it here because I don't know how Pete and Nate would react to this movie.
Great.
Yeah, so
Bogarting movies to other shows.
That's what happens. You see if you get another class of 99 from me, son.
I will never do that to us. If anything, if I go into another show, I'm only bringing bad movies then to sabotage that show.
You're like, I'm bringing hardware next time.
Yeah, exactly. Hey guys, I got a really good movie.
Bastard. All right, everybody, thank you so much for listening. Corey, again, thank you for showing up.
Yeah.
Thank you for
It's
having
my
me.
birthday. I thank you for all the happy
birthday.
birthdays. I'm sure I got inundated with. And you know what? Special occasion. Corey, why don't you get us out of here with the good word?
This is what you want. This is what you get.
Keep going.
Now,
This is what you get.
let's talk about how I
Yeah,
get
everybody all together. This is what you want. This is what
This is
you
what
get.
you get. This is what you want.
I kid
must
you
have,
not,
like,
Jackie was
blocked
singing
out
that
at
for like
this point.
10 minutes. when we were getting ready to go to bed.
I
She's just,
love it.
"It's what you want. This is what you get. Is this what you want?" I was like, "This is awesome."
I gotta take these dogs out.
Go ahead. We're good. Nate, do you really want to do all this right before February?
Hey, I want to piss him off so badly. I'm
But
gonna
you-
just
You
wait.
want everyone pissed off?
No, if anything, I should have been on your team, not Team Pete.
That's why I'm really
Yeah,
kind of just
I
I'm
messed
a little
up.
I'm a little you messed up bad.
I did.
February, man. We got one more
It
episode in
looms.
February.
Well, February 15th is my birthday, so this is kind of like my birthday episode as well.
See?
Yeah, kind of adjacent.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Something good has to come out of February because I'm scared.